yearly? Is it going to be like a kind of a flowy thing, or how's that going to?
We definitely gonna have a set menu, but we're gonna pretty much once we get a groove, gonna have daily specials for things that people to experiment on, because we want to give a taste of your town still, but also give you a taste of where I'm from, where Drake's from, where Scrap's from. You know, our whole team is, was a collective unit of from different parts, and that's gonna make us stand out from anybody else in the city. The way we're going to host, the way we're going to entertain, the taste of the food, the way the food is presented, all the way down to our drinks is going to be something special. It's something that's going to leave a memory and lasting thing on your mind. To be able to want to say, you know what, hey, let me put my phone out. Like, I don't even want to even touch my food yet. I want to record this. I want to send this to my friend on Instagram. I want to send it to my friends. So when everybody start coming to the city of Cincinnati, they're going to know what they're going to expect. They're going to know, hey, it's like me going to Atlanta. It's like me going to Houston. It's like me going to L.A. I know once I get there, I'm expecting something good.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lasting memory. And that's what Dre vision was when we first talked. We met about 4 or 5 years ago, and we sit in the kitchen talking over food.
Oh, that's what's up. That's awesome.
Like he said,
and it was a whole
party going
on. We in the kitchen talking about food.
I was personally
in Arizona
now.
I
was personally
Think about
chefing.
it.
Right,
I was
right.
personally chefing a whole birthday party. It was about 35 people there. And me and Dre just sat down and broke down whole conversations about food and things like that. And like he said, he's like, Bob, I got something for you, man. And I don't know what it is, but
exactly what I told
exactly
him.
what he told me.
I didn't know what it
tight,
was.
bro.
I said, I got
That is
something for you, bro.
that's awesome.
And to put things in perspective, if you know the whole crew, like, we all got different personalities. And Scrap the GM, like, if he calls you and he's excited about something, because he's seen everything. He's seen, being in Atlanta, he sees everything. So
Sure,
if he calls
yeah.
you excited about something, and he says it's meant, then it was definitely meant. So it just cemented everything for me to be able to come out here and be able to make something memorable, like we're saying. Definitely.
Yeah.
You see how that
all
memories
comes
memorable
together.
Come on, bro, stop. It just perfect.
That is perfect.
It's perfect.
That name just like it resonates, and not only is it like it's catchy.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
It's not even something where it rolls right off the tongue.
It's like welcome.
Welcome,
Just,
yeah.
Just come.
Yeah.
Just come.
Yeah,
Place
be a
where you
part.
make
Just try it
memories,
out.
bro.
Just try it out.
Yeah, where you make memories, like cheers, man. Like exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's
I
up.
wanted to do something for you, man. I wanted to take the memories logo and have a shirt printed for you by the end of this thing.
You can still make that happen.
I still might be able to make that happen for sure.
Machines on.
That'll be dope.
Yeah,
That'll
man.
definitely be dope.
Yeah,
For sure.
that I mean, but we didn't talk any Bengals. I went right to the Lamar question because I'm for
Let's do
player
it.
empowerment. So
Yeah,
I just
let's
I
do
was
it.
curious from a player's perspective. But so where we at? We're making some changes here soon. We're gonna have to pay Burrow. Everyone, we got some limited time. So what's gonna happen this next season, man? What are your thoughts on the defense, offense, anything? What's your initial thoughts on the Bengals of this as you sit on this couch?
They need a corner. About 6'2",
Yeah.
about 190.
Mm-hmm.
Dreads.
Is he fast?
He's fast as shit.
Yeah,
Super
man.
fast?
Super fast.
He still got it.
Mm.
He still got it.
Okay.
Feet work crazy.
Yeah.
Swag. Leader. Shh. They get that.
Yeah.
That other, he'll be comfortable. He'll be comfortable on the other side. He got somebody on the other side. He be, you know what I'm saying? And they know that's familiar with the area.
Familiar with the area
Yeah.
and the community.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they got to go get. Now, if they can go get that,
It's out there.
that shit'll be out, man. That shit'll be fire.
Hey, it's out there. Yeah.
For real, that'll be fire.
Yeah.
But nah, bro, for
sure.
real though. At the end of the day, I like what they doing. I like what Zach doing.
Yeah.
Zach, he came in with a purpose. And a lot of people may not agree with what he did, but he did what he did and he stood on it.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that was dope about it. And he ain't just standing on it. He actually progressed in it. They went to the Super Bowl, did great last year. Couple hiccups, couple missing injuries, missing pieces.
Yeah.
Kind of slowed them down last year. But as long as they got Joe Burrow, I don't see nothing going wrong with Cincinnati. They're going to be a playoff team. That boy,
Every year, yeah.
as long as he healthy, they're going to be a playoff team every year.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect for him.
For sure. That's what he said. He's like, as long as I'm here, we're in contention. You know what I mean? So,
That's a leader.
Yeah, that is a leader. That is exactly what you want to lead the locker room. Like, I mean,
I'm
from
gonna
like,
get this shirt printed real quick.
yeah.
That logo, this one right here.
Yes, sir.
All right, give me like 20 minutes, bro.
I love.
Hey,
I'll be back in 5.
that's cool. We got it, bro. Let's do it. But like that is a leader. That is something like lead the locker room because like you have athletes on the field as quarterback, but like there's another dynamic there that is it's something hard. You like monetizing something. What's worth money? Leadership has its own entire quality that quarterback. I mean, you got to have a defensive leader. You have leaders on both sides of the field, really. You know what I mean? And so, like that's so valuable, and he brings all the qualities. He may not be the most athletic in the world,
for sure.
right? But we watch Tom Brady do his thing. Like you don't have to be athletic, right? Exactly. Eli Manning, like come on now. Like we've got guys that have just set in the pocket, but like he can do a little bit of both, and then the leadership. And at his young age, I mean, he did LSU. So like he's already seen the top of the mountain, you know what I mean? So like he's perfect for the city. It's pretty great what this city's has got going for it because like for the long time the Bengals, like you said, when you first came to Cincinnati, there's not much to do. Well, sports wasn't something we were. I mean, we were there for the games, but people were putting bags on their heads. Yeah. That was a running joke for a long time. Yep. That's reality. Yep. And so like now there's no jokes.
But at the end of the day, as you can see, the city and the team is thriving. The city it's the force behind why people want to go out. It's the force behind why why the city want to invest their money back into the city to make the city grow. The sports team is winning.
Yeah.
Nobody was talking about Cincinnati when I was playing, and we had a pretty good team. I was on the team and went 12-5.
Yeah.
Like people don't forget about that. I mean 12-4. I was on that team, but at the end of the day, we wasn't consistent. These guys have been more consistent, so you're going to see a whole lot of different things starting to happen in the city.
For sure. It raises, like, tides raise as everything gets better. And when the sports teams grow, like we've been saying with the Reds, hoping they come around. Hopefully this year it's that for them. But
people want to be a part of something when they think it's going good.
Exactly. People come in here because the levee is, it's kind of like, on Sundays, it's kind of like the tourist spot. People come to the aquarium before they head back to their respected city.
Sure.
So people come in here, like, from Texas, California, Chicago, St. Louis. Like, they come here from all over, and they're like, I didn't know this was here. They'll see the store, and like, this is super cool. Like, where did this come from?
Right.
Like, welcome to Newport. Like, whatever. And so, like, so it's fascinating to see all these people, but they've all, now Cincinnati's on the map for all of them.
Right.
But before, people would overlook Cincy all day.
Right.
Even on tours. Like, I come from the music industry, and so, like, tours skip Cincinnati and go to Cleveland, Columbus, Louisville, but, like, Cincinnati, I will skip. But, like, that's a normal thing.
But you know what, though? So I was just at the Future concert.
Okay.
I feel like that concert would have been better if it would have been in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah?
I just feel like, man, like, it's a slept-on city.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people don't understand. Like, you gotta think. By us being from, when I first got, I can't even lie. When I first got drafted here, I asked my dad, we were on the plane. I hit him. He was about to sleep. I hit him. I said, man, what's Cincinnati at?
Where's Cincinnati? Oh, man.
Like, I literally had to ask him, like, I know it was in Ohio, but I'm like, where about is it at? Like, I don't never hear nothing about Cincinnati. I knew about Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
But the Bengals, like, I ain't. Hell no. I was like, man.
How'd you feel? Tell us how you really felt, bro.
That was not no exciting trip coming here. I'm telling you, until I got here. And when I got here, I was like, oh, these people just like me. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they literally just like me. But I'm glad I got here. I'm glad I wasn't drafted into no city like Dallas, Houston, L.A., Vegas. I'd be broke as shit. I'd be broke as shit right now. I'm talking about that shit just too expensive for nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, a lot of people be coming here, like starting families in this area.
You see Zeke? Hold on, though.
Zeke,
no, you see what's going on?
Yeah.
I made a post. Everybody keep thinking I'm tripping, but I'm like, when was the last time y'all seen big time, like, Pro Bowl guys saying they want to come to Cincinnati?
Yeah, for sure.
Publicly, like, literally coming out and saying, oh, I want to come to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Man, they see the change. But the change comes from Joe Burrow.
Yep, change comes from success. The change comes from
let them know, Joe.
Yeah, let them know, Joe.
New shirt.
New
shirt, let them know.
Bro, we can print right here. Let's go. Let's go.
Throw that in my trust then. Just throw my percent in my trust.
Right.
Cool.
So Jamar Chase, thoughts on him? Well, he's a big factor in this, man. Because we could have went with the O-line, and we went with him. So that was a big decision.
No,
you know what I mean?
That kid right there.
Yeah,
he got it. Like all the way around the board, he got it. And he got the quarterback to give it to him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Connection there, too.
Like, for sure.
Yeah.
He got it. T. Higgins, I love him.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
he
New
won-
number,
he
too.
won-
Number 5 now.
He the most slept on guy in the league.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
the
agreed.
receiver position, you got to think. The way he did last year, he don't get enough credit for it.
Totally agree.
He don't get enough credit for it.
Totally agree.
Like, the boy carried that team.
Bro, we got 2 number 1s.
And
Yeah.
then you got a vet. You got
Yeah.
a real vet in TB.
For sure. Dude, Boyd, in my opinion, Boyd could start. I mean, you put him in any offense in the
vet.
entire league, man, he's star.
Right.
He's a
Bro,
star.
for
Like,
sure.
he just got 2 other guys. There's just so much going on.
For
I mean,
sure.
there's only so many balls you can get to people, right? And you got Mix in there, too. That's going to take some time. So it's like,
and
it's just.
he's a running horse.
Yeah, he is.
He's
Yeah,
a running horse.
For sure.
They want to count him out, but I believe in you, Joe.
I believe in
I
you,
believe in you, Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, I definitely would love to see him still out there. I still feel like he's a top 10 running back in this NFL.
Agree.
Man.
Totally agree.
You know, man, at the end of the day, I don't know what happened with that situation, but I pray for both sides on either side, his side and the kid that, you know what I'm saying, got injured that night, for sure.
For sure. It's I don't know the full details either, but like for sure where you're at with it. It's one of those things where when things happen, even if it's small or large, it's magnetized. The media puts things out so much. So like full true story, I don't have it, so but like appreciate the words for sure.
No, for sure.
So this next draft, where are we going with things? What's your thoughts? Where are we going? Protect Joe more?
Have anybody been able to predict they draft picks?
It's hard it's hard, bro.
I've been here 12 years.
It's hard. It's hard. Yeah.
I ain't been able to pick one out to me yet. I
Yeah.
knew I was coming because I seen it on the sign. I seen a little sign that like it was like
Yeah,
it was
like-
a party before they was like, oh, they gonna pick Dre Kirkpatrick. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Wow. Ooh. But
When you got that call,
I thought we were gonna get Lamar.
so did I.
There was so much buzz going around the
I
city,
thought
so
so,
I don't
too.
even get into that. I just
Yeah.
let Mr. Brown do his thing.
Yeah,
Mr. Brown
yeah.
know what he doing. I just let him do his thing.
So you make an interesting comment. So draft day for you.
Yeah.
So when it was all shaken out, I'm sure it was chaos that day. Probably it was like probably a blur to some degree.
Yeah.
But when you did get that call as that pick first round, like what's your mind going through? Are you thinking the past? Are you thinking like this is real life right now? Pinch myself. Like where are you at mentally?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, the first thing I thought of was, going out. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It wasn't about, cause I kind of already like, okay, I'm gonna do this with my mama, this and that, and this and that. I was so anticipated on like, I had an incident. I had 2 incidents. I got pulled over. We got arrested in Tampa. And then the week before the draft, we got in a fight. We all went to jail. And it was a gun involved and all this.
Okay.
One thing, you know, but the case got dropped, so we ain't got to talk about it.
Sure.
And so when I got drafted, you got to think, the week before, I was in this whole situation. So by me getting drafted, I was more like, you know what? I'm going. I don't care about nothing else. I deal with everything else. I reached my goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
My goal, so that night, my only thing was celebrating me. I didn't care about buying mama a house. I didn't care about nothing but celebrating me because so many people doubted me. So many people told me I wasn't gonna be there. So many people told me I wasn't gonna get drafted. It's always the doubters.
There's naysayers, bro.
So I had to remove all that, remove myself from praising somebody else for something that I worked so hard for my whole life, and had to cherish my moment. That was my moment.
Hey, yeah.
That wasn't my mama moment. That wasn't my daddy moment. That wasn't my son moment, my girlfriend moment. I was ready to go out and get lit and celebrate my accomplishment. That's what I was on.
That's what's up. That's
Now, everybody else might tell you, oh, bro, I wanted to buy my mama a house. No, you wouldn't, bro. You sitting there texting your people, let them know, like, man, get the room ready. We have it on ice. It's going down. Like, that's what it was. So everything else capped. When they talking like that, they capping. Yeah.
It's cap.
Big cap.
1 second. Yeah, it's just insane to me to think that when you're in that moment and all the lights and everything is just shining on you, that like either you're going to, I'm sure people have freaked out. I'm sure people like, I mean, I'm not sure what they're showing on ESPN, on what they're showing like behind the scenes, whatever, but people are that's when they've been working their entire life for that moment, and to be.
And they praise other people when they reach when the time comes. They don't praise themselves. They always praise everybody else. Yeah, your mama is proud of you. I'm proud of. I'm happy, mama, you had me. But I'm going to praise. I wanted to praise myself, cause I know I had a child at 15 years old. Everybody told me I wasn't gonna be nothing. I wasn't gonna be successful. My football career is over with. And this is what I'm repeating stuff that's coming from people that was dearly close to me, and it hurt my heart when I said it.
Yeah.
So when I got drafted, I wasn't thinking about nobody else. I was thinking about I knew I could do it.
Right.
Because I had to prove it to myself first. If I can prove it to myself, I ain't got to worry about trying to impress nobody else.
Yeah, that's the thing is like when you're, because I mean, I'm sure the nights that you've been like staying up late thinking about like your next move and everything you're doing, and the pressure you probably put on yourself is immense. I mean, honestly, like, and when it comes down to it, I mean, did you have like any kind of weight lifted? Did you feel like now it's gonna be that much harder? Like where was your? Because you're going into another world. I mean, obviously, the Alabama level. You're still competing with these athletes, but you're entering the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like.
I mean, the next day it was scary, cause now it's a reality check. You start seeing on ESPN all the different highlights, all them great players that you about to be able to face. You know what I'm saying? Winning championships and all that. But other than that, it would be, it was crazy.
He went to school down there. Who?
Oh, my boy right here? Come on.
Yeah, this is class ring.
Yeah.
Well, I think he graduated
2018.
Yeah, I'm a youngin'.
What up, man? How you doing, bro?
Roll Tide,
Roll
bro.
Tide, bro.
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice to meet you, man.
It was really cool. Like, I'm not from here at all.
Yeah.
Like, my wife's from, like, the west side outside of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But, like, just having that tie-in, we met there.
Yes,
like,
sir.
We met we had freshman year, but we, like, started.
Yeah, for sure, man. What's your name?
I'm Connor. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, Connor. I'm Dre, man.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
much. Yeah. It's very cool. It's so cool that you're.
I want to.
No, yeah.
I'm from
it's so
Birmingham.
cool that you're.
Okay. You know where I'm from,
I
though.
stayed there for 17 years, man.
I'm what,
My whole
45 minutes
family
away
down
from
there,
you?
man. Like,
Gas.
they got Paul Bryant, like
Yeah.
souvenirs,
Nah, for sure.
newspapers, all that shit. Man, look, man.
So you know how deep it is down there. You already know.
Yep. Nice. I went to my dad went to Jones Valley High School. And
Right,
I went
right.
to Winona High School.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What the Roll Tide just did in college hoops. You feel me? Like,
That's big.
Different because
That
it's
was
always
been
been UAB.
It's always, yeah.
Man, it's
We ain't never really had no
What's his name,
basketball
Brandon
program.
Miller?
Yeah.
Motherfucker had 41 points in the game.
He's a dog. He's a dog. And so my sister lives in Nashville, where he's from. My niece go to school with him. My niece went to school with him last year, for sure.
So she like, man,
I mean, I already knew about him. I knew he was a dog. His daddy played in the NBA, so he was born. He was born. Yeah,
He's born into it.
yeah, he was
I
born
got
into
you,
it.
I got you.
He's very skilled. Yeah,
I could that shit. You drop 41 points in a college game, hell yeah. It's
For
in
sure.
You. You
For
see
sure.
it. Yeah, it's in you.
for sure.
Definitely.
Yo,
You don't
shout
just
out.
do that. You don't do that by luck.
Yeah, man. Shout out Yaman, man. He's
Shit. You don't do that
local artist down here, man. Cincinnati, man.
Yeah.
Helps us out. Does his thing. You see in the background, we got the store, the Native on the Levee, coming out here in New Front Levee. We out here. We got Squad.
Young Scrap in the back there.
Yep.
Big scrap.
Big Scrap.
ATL scrap.
Yeah, man.
Bankhead scrap. I ain't gonna forget about you, boy. I ain't forget about you on the bankhead. But that's the first person to ever take me to bankhead.
Scrap?
Scrap.
Man.
I'm out there with it on me. He said, bro, you good. I said, all right.
They had a whole
We
club
straight
down there,
then.
Underground. My mama still stay in Bessemer. That's why I'm like, damn, I'm glad y'all got somebody. Y'all, what? y'all got somebody on the motherfucking podcast from the South, man. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, one of the realest.
Yeah, we talk Alabama a lot on here because he's always on. We do like these powwows with you. We just
Yeah.
talk about whatever's happening in the world, man. It's kind of like it, just whatever. It doesn't even matter. We've talked anything from sports to conspiracy theories to like just
Who's
talking
your
about
favorite football player
my favorite football player ever,
ever?
Marshall Faulk.
Why?
Oh yeah, cause he St. Louis Rams.
I was a big
okay.
St. Louis Rams fan when I was little, man. I turned 11 and I just the Super Bowl happened in
He's
that
definitely
time.
a dog, though.
Man,
he was one of
yeah,
my favorite running
dude.
backs for sure.
Dude.
Top 5 in my books of all time.
Dude, I just about everything he does, him as a
No, for
human,
sure.
like, I mean,
What it was, 03?
dude, Kurt Warner and then Isaac Bruce, Torrey
2 or
Holt,
3 when
all
they
those
won.
guys, man, they were
I mean,
this
it was the best show on earth.
Talking about when
best,
they beat the
dude.
Titans.
I cannot. I just
They
I had
beat
all
the
the
Titans for the
jerseys,
Super
and then in basketball player, I was a Allen Iverson fan,
Yes.
so AI man, so
Definitely.
that was where I was at with those athletes, man.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, back.
It's on the press, ready to go, bro. So I went ahead. I grabbed the logo off of Instagram. I did a little bit of Photoshop work to it. The press is heating up right now, and then Tyrell's going to bring it over in maybe 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Should be good to
I
go.
appreciate that.
For sure, man. That's the one thing I love about the store, bro, is we got a DTG printer in-house.
Yes, sir.
So, like, all those colors that are inside that logo, like, it'll stay on there. Like, that's
Okay.
the one thing about it. We can print 16 million colors. So if you want to do, like, your face on a shirt, something like that's the machine to do it with, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, man, I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
It's fire.
Thank
Of course,
you.
bro.
Sure.
Trying to get business, man. So as soon as you get this
Man,
shirt,
we
you're
gonna
like,
come
oh,
get some,
we gotta go eat this guy.
Yeah, we gonna definitely come kick it, man. We gonna
Yeah,
definitely
bro.
put something together, get some gear from y'all, man, for sure.
That'd be fire too if you guys had a little section that had like some like limited edition like memories merch, right? That like was separate from what the staff was wearing. You
Well,
know what I
that'd
mean?
be dope.
Yeah,
That'd
bro.
be dope.
Dude, yeah. For sure, you should have something. You should have like a T-shirt that's just like for the staff, and then you can have something people can get and build memories on it. Like
I
in
bought
there.
$1,000
Bro, like,
VIP table, and
yeah.
all I got was this shirt. And
Yeah,
shirt and
memories.
hangover.
Dude, they'll wear that shirt everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's the thing is once you're people. I mean, we see people all the time with merch from other like companies locally. Like people love to support that local, and if
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
something that they can get behind, someone
sure.
even familiar to them too. Like
Yeah.
it's doubling down. They're like. There's a whole community that's about to be backing you, man. It's
That
exciting.
Tom Brady movie must have just got out. Look at all these old women leaving the theater. That's funny, man.
They're coming.
That's one thing I like about being on the podcast, bro, is being able to just like people watch
Yeah.
while everything's going on, man. Because everyone's out just kind of like milling around, just doing their own
keep
thing.
the conversation organic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. That's the best part, man. Like we're what we like a hour and a half into this. We usually do like 3-hour podcasts, man. It ends up going a little bit too long, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was that's one of those things, man. We like being down here on the levee. It's we get a lot of out of towners that come in too, so it's like a lot of people don't know about the brand. So even though like we're not in Kenwood, like we get a lot of outside, like we get a lot of Indianapolis, a lot of Louisville, a lot of Columbus. So they all come here, and we'll keep like the area code stuff in stock for Columbus, right? So they can
Right.
buy some stuff and head back there. And it's
Right.
like now we're building a fan base in Columbus without even having to have a store out there.
No, for
right?
sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure, man.
Yes, sir.
So, so what's the when it comes to the memories, man? What's like the most thing that you're excited for? Is it the food?
I mean, for me, it is. It is, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like the food is gonna be the driving force behind the business.
For
You know,
sure.
Everybody, it's something new. It's gonna be offering drinks, so everybody knows something new coming to the city. Everybody gonna flood there to go get some drinks and this and that.
Oh yeah.
But my main focus is for us to be known for our food, for people to be we the go-to spot. When you talk about Cincinnati, it's like, oh, memories. You gotta go try their food. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear about memories. It's a great nightlife and this and that. No, I want the food to be
the catalyst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. That's
that need
tight.
to be the Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything else is just follow behind,
yeah.
the entertainment and all. It's
For
gonna
sure.
be great, but that's not what I want us to be known for. I want us to be known for our food.
Come for the
thing-
food, stay for the party, bro.
and the things that we do through the foundation. We're gonna incorporate a foundation, Memories LLC. Basically, just talking about CTE. You know what I'm saying? Because football, us as athletes, we deal with memory loss.
Yeah. Oh, of
You know
course.
what I'm saying? Demarius Thomas, one of close friends of mine. you see what happened to him.
Yeah,
And it's something that's we don't even do enough research on it to where we can't even discover it until you're deceased.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is something that
They don't want to do research on it.
they don't, but we the only creatures right now in the human race that this is found in.
Right. Right.
So I feel like by me and tying this in, it takes me a part of having to be competitive. I don't have to be competitive now.
Right.
Because I'm big. It's a cause. It's a mission behind what I'm doing. I'm trying to save the guys that's gonna play after me live, my
Right.
son's life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
trying at least.
Oh, sure.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
Sure.
So I just feel like
Yeah.
it's something that was dope that we can incorporate with everything that we're trying to do with memories, and there's just something that's just more stout.
Yeah, that's more to it. I mean, when you bring the memories into like the brain trauma
when you bring memory CT in there,
That's-
that's a whole different
yeah,
brand.
that
So
is.
now I can go to I can go to the Bengals. Now I can go to the NFL. And if y'all don't want to cooperate and participate in my movement and what I'm doing, that's something that's we sacrificing our life. That shows us who y'all really is.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna pick and choose who y'all want to get behind when they ain't
Right.
even. This is strictly 100% solely driven towards something that we deal with daily, and
Right.
only football players can talk about it.
Right.
Can't no motherfucker in that's Roger Goodell assistant talk about this shit when you ain't never took a hit to the head.
Right.
You ain't never had a concussion. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't Brett Favre the one that said he had like 700 and something concussions that turned out to be like 3 per game or something, and they were like, like statistically every time your head does hit the ground you can have some sort of concussion. It was pretty wild, like the stats that popped up for that.
I mean, we're watching it still. We're watching with Tua. We're watching with a lot of these players that are. I mean, and we're sitting in like this internet era where when something happens, they go ham on them. So like, there's no hiding anything.
But my thing
Right.
is, what is the NFL doing? They
I'm
put a
not
fucking
sure.
movie out.
Dude,
They
I'm
put
not-
a fucking movie out.
I'm not
What
sure
are
what
they
they're doing. I'm not sure what they're doing, honestly,
Exactly.
man. It's kind of crazy that it's kind of like lingering and they're like just letting it go as time goes by and hoping people are gonna forget or not talk about it. But no, man, that's never gonna happen because next season someone else is gonna get hurt and it's gonna be a topic all over
And then they're
again.
gonna have to, yeah.
And they're gonna approach it the same way. Like there's got to be some force, and like you say, like you're putting this in the universe. Like, hey, I'm doing something. Are you backing me? Are you like? And that's it's pretty amazing that you
I mean,
stepped that far.
they gonna have
They're
to.
gonna have to. Yeah, yeah.
If you don't, we're gonna shit on you. We're gonna talk about you.
Right.
I'm just being
Yeah.
real with you. I'm gonna let everybody know that hey, they don't want to support something that they're creating. They don't want to face the problem.
Right.
They only just want to get the money,
They
the
want the
revenue.
money. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not saying
They're
that
trying
that's
to
what
add,
they
they
want to
add
do.
games. They add games.
Well, I'm not saying that that's what they want to do, but I'm saying if they don't back us, if they don't do something or get behind us and try to help us and lead us in the right way with this, then you are doing that.
Yeah, and there'll be a movement too on your side, right? Because the memories and the CTE foundation that you're putting together, like you said, it all ties together, man. Like that wordplay is insane. Like
it's incredible.
Yeah, like the club being called Memories, but being able to tie like the CTE
yeah.
stuff into it, bro, is really just like next level, because now you're taking that club that you're opening and you're putting it on a higher platform, because now it's like there's wordplay there where it's not just, you're not talking about the memories that you're having on a Friday night at the bar. Like, you're bringing it into another realm, which is also talking about like losing memories from CTE, and that shit's wild to think, bro. That like, I don't know if that was just like a juxtaposition where it was like, one thing just happened to correlate with the other, like, but
I mean, everything happened. It was organic. Everything was all natural. It was nothing that I don't. How many hours we didn't think about this shit for long, dude? Like, it just happened. Like, it'll be just like that. Like, even with my kids' names, like, they just come to me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I didn't really have to think about it, but when it came to me, I captured the moment. I captured, okay, is this really what I want to do? I even had to ask him, like, bro, this could be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a good way or a bad way, because
Right.
it could be something that they don't want.
right,
You never know. But my thing was, when people look at Dre, they say, oh, we have a certain background, and that's all we see. but they don't see the chameleon in me.
Yeah, right.
They don't see when you walk in a room. Oh, you might be one way outside, but then when you move inside, the colors start changing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you can't judge. You can't even judge it, and you can't even see the difference between how he moving. And that's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be myself, but I'm also trying to show people that it's a whole nother side of me
Yeah.
that people ain't even realizing, or they only think of me for what they see.
They're gonna realize it now because you went
it
from
stands
saying
out.
Yeah.
food and cooking in this industry is up there with football.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even know that unless you vocalized it, right?
For sure.
And like we're talking about like getting attention on a national basis, and you can have it to the air. But like think about Food Network, maybe come through Cincinnati because something that has transitioned from Houston that's made its way. There's a lot at play here. You know what I mean? So like. And you letting the layers of an onion, if you will, come showing everything, all your cards, man. Like
for
I'm
sure.
into this. It's not just about competition.
Yeah.
The competition might be in that kitchen, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so that is something that the world learns. They're gonna be more inclined to find out what else you're gonna be doing next.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? You're putting yourself on the map on many more than one way. You know what I mean?
for
Like
sure,
and, then,
for sure.
and it's impressive and touche. And
Thank
I'm
you.
mad respect,
bro.
man.
The,
Mad respect.
The fact that you spent like a decade in the NFL, but like you're telling us that your real passion is the club and the food, like that's, you strived your whole life to get to the NFL, right? But like your bigger picture is like the club and giving back to the community, man. So I can't wait to see what this place turns out like, because it's like a lottery ticket getting into the NFL, right? And you've already done that, and you're like, I need to do something better, which is insane to think, bro, that like you're not done yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're just beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even like with some of the players, they can't believe. They're like, damn, bro, you really got a club here, bro? Like, nobody even thought of this.
bro.
And then like I have a friend, I'm not gonna name no name, but he was like, bro, I really think you don't understand that you these guys' biggest threat. They only thought about you being a football player. They only thought about you being somebody that goes out, spend their money, and do whatever it is to make them look good. They never thought that Dre will get on the entertainment side to get his own club. Matter of fact, not just get his own club, but get the perfect location. Not matter of fact, get the perfect location, set around this motherfucker and learn everybody moves for 12 years and never said a word.
Right. Just absorbing the whole thing, bro. Just watching. Yeah.
He said I was their biggest threat. And now I see what you're talking about.
Right.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, bro.
Dude,
It's fire, bro. Like you saw a hole that's missing here in the city too. Like Play's been gone for what?
10 years.
10
at least.
years,
No,
dude. Yeah.
10 years, yeah. Because it was open 2 years of me being here. So I say 2014 was the last year it was open.
Yeah. Do you know Sean Heron, one of the owners of Play when it was here?
No, sir. I don't. I was a youngster.
Yeah.
I was a youngster.
So was he, bro. Like he was one of these guys that he was young on the scene. He
Yeah.
didn't drink at all, but
Yeah.
like he brought like there was a party at Have a Nice Day Cafe that was out here, and that was one of like Josh Huser and Scott Sheridan's clubs that they threw like this. I think it was a big pimping party that happened, but it was like Sean Heron brought like 100 of these college kids out, and all of a sudden Scott was like, "Who is this fucking kid?" Like, and then they put him on, and Sean was this kid who he had a tie to the city like Joey, and he didn't drink at all. Like he was super like straight edge, but the guy had like the plug, so he's like, he was the one that came up, and they ended up opening up Play, him and a couple of his buddies. So when it went under, like you said, one day it was there, one day it wasn't, and now it's like, fuck, what's next? And like nothing's popped in there, bro. So it's like I said, I got goosebumps when you were talking about like that location in general, because being right there on 7th Street, dude, like right across from Hustler, the
It's a lot of
parking,
memories.
a lot of memories, bro. I mean, and like I said, the Playboy Mansion's been there.
Nice,
Like,
yeah. That's awesome.
hey, so our boy Yaman, man, he's actually from Bama too, bro.
Yeah,
we
he
were
from the
talking-
Ham.
Yeah.
Birmingham, born and raised, 17 years.
What part of Alabama are you from?
I'm from Gaston, right down the street. Like
Oh, dope.
40,
Yellow Wolf.
45 minutes away from
Yellow
Yellow Wolf. Yep.
Yellow
So
Wolf.
shout out to Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was one of the first big dogs that I seen actually make it. It was him. Then it was Cornell Williams, who we call Cadillac, that played.
Williams
Yeah,
that played at
Cadillac
Auburn.
went and played at Auburn. Yep.
Yeah.
So you know
Damn.
those are two of the top Rushmores of my generation.
For sure.
Yeah.
Were you out there when Jordan played for Birmingham?
I was
For
out
the
there when I was
Barons?
a
Oh, you
kid.
talking
I
about
was
the-
a
the
kid.
Barons.
Yeah,
The
The
yeah.
Barons. I
Ooh,
got
I was
to
super
go to one of those games, bro.
I was super young. Like
Yeah.
you
Had
had to be young.
Had an XFL team down there. You know they started the XFL up again.
Yep,
Shit.
yep, yep.
Birmingham, Birmingham Bolts.
But Michael Jordan, we was kids. You was a
I
kid.
was
You younger than me.
super young. My pops used to talk to me
Yeah,
about
that I don't remember that. It was
Yeah.
it was way before my time.
Yeah,
for sure.
I got a chance to see him play. I was probably like 12 or 13, but I got like my
So that happened in like '96, right?
something
He
like
was
that.
like 96,
yeah.
97.
Yeah, yep,
born in
yep, yeah,
92.
Yeah.
because he retired in '96. So
Yeah,
I was 15.
I was too young to.
Yeah,
I didn't watch Jordan grow up. Like everybody keep talking about. I was like, man, I was born in '89, but Jordan was already Jordan.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was already MJ but when I really started paying attention. Allen Iverson, that's a different ball game.
Oh, of course, bro.
I mentioned
That's my
earlier.
goal.
Dumb long,
AI,
dumb long shorts.
dude, AI's mine. Yeah, we were talking Marshall Falk, but
my
AI
goat.
is my basketball player, bro.
That's my
Yes,
favorite
sir.
player, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I had a homie named Dominique, and when I grew up playing ball, his sister, she went to Ansley High School, and we both was Allen Iverson fans. And I used to watch this girl. She only like 5'2".
Yeah.
I used to watch this girl get grown man baskets every fucking day.
Yeah.
I was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting buckets.
Talents out
She
there, bro.
taught me how to hoop. Like,
Oh, yeah.
goddamn, what's his name? Justin Young. Like, you feel that? I was like 13, bro.
Nah, for sure,
It's
for sure.
Like
Yeah.
06. It's like when Rick Ross dropped Hustling. And Dwayne
Hustling,
Wade was on
hustling,
NBA Live.
hustling.
Well, all y'all guys are young.
You feel me?
Every
That's-
day I'm hustling.
That's Cat Williams. That's the only
I'm
thing
in
I
room
think of. Cat Williams.
222.
And my dad drive a Mustang. You feel me? Like we
Ooh.
had a Mustang club.
What
with my
kind though?
family.
5.0?
87. Fox body.
Oh, old school.
You feel me? Like 87 Fox
Yeah.
body, bro.
So Dre, how old's your son, bro?
I can't.
So my oldest son, you know what I'm saying, he the number one safety in the country.
Oh shit!
got my name.
That was my next
Yeah,
question.
he's 16 years old.
bro. Where's he going to school at?
He go to school at Gaston City, school back home, but I don't know where he going to college. I didn't like his answer this morning.
Oh.
I said, he was talking about something, I didn't like his answer.
That's funny, man. That's just the dad's mentality, bro. You're like, look, man, I've walked these steps. I've already made this path. Like this is the road you need to take. Like you don't need to follow my steps, but
Yeah.
listen to what I'm
He definitely on the
saying.
other side of the fence with what he was talking about today. You
Oh,
know, it's
shit.
definitely the other side of the fence.
Auburn. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
No, that's what it was.
Oh, it was?
Oh, was it?
Oh, it was.
Oh shit.
He was talking about a TikTok that he built, or that he made. He was like, Dad, I got 300,000 views, 50,000 likes. And I'm like, bro, you know your dad two-time All-American at Alabama, bro. Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
you couldn't do that at Alabama? But at the end of the day, my son, I gave him the opportunity to be his own man.
Yeah.
Like, if Auburn, what he want to be, I'm rocking with him up until when they
Yeah.
play Alabama. Then I just won't say nothing.
My little brother's 17. He wants to go to Alabama on the diving team. He's like college is looking at him. He wants to go to Alabama for the
And,
diving.
the,
so-
and the diving facility is dope.
yeah,
I'm
that's what he
gonna-
wants to go.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna need the real logo though, so some of that came a little faded.
Nah, that's dope though.
But yeah, that was just that little Instagram shot.
Yeah,
that I,
yeah. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna make sure you have it. For
Yeah,
sure.
bro. We'll make sure we get you set up right. With
Yes,
these,
sir.
Dude.
My man, that's the logo for Memories, which is fire too. So the
sure.
the brain with the light bulb like that. Does that have anything to do with the CTE stuff that you're talking
Yes, sir.
about? Okay,
It does.
cool.
It does.
Fire, bro.
It was
Fire.
more like
Great, bro.
so. It's like us sitting here, right? And my girl is Alexis Height. You know, Lex kind of like the one that kind of like geared everything. And shout out to Hush Baby. My girl have her own clothing store.
Hush Baby.
Shout out to
Hush
Hush
Baby,
Baby.
okay.
Oh, shit. I know Hush Baby.
It's kid eco-friendly clothes. You know what I'm saying? Don't stretch or bend. Don't turn. Everything is is eco-friendly. You know
Yeah.
how the world going now.
For
but
sure.
what it was she was like, you need to think of something with a brain, like. you think about memory CT and this and that, and she, she's a X and O girl. Like she's a number girl, so
Right.
she's really dialed into details. And I'm a visionary. I can see what's around the corner by you talking about it, so I can visualize what's around the corner. She
Right.
gonna walk around that corner, and then something may happen to her because she couldn't visualize it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like one of those type things.
Yeah.
So when she was like, "Oh, well, you need to talk about brains and this and that," I'm like, "Brains?" And I'm talking to my assistant Ethan. He looking at me like, "What the fuck is she talking about?" I was like, "Bro, I don't know." Like, and so I step out the room. I come back. He got the brain with the light bulb on the side, and I'm like,
Light bulb.
put it together. I'm like, just put it in there like a light bulb when your head, like you got a bright idea.
Yeah.
Light bulb went off in your head.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's how the brain ended up becoming in the light bulb.
Fire, bro.
That is fire. Yeah.
Super fire.
And again, bro, like none of this stuff was like we didn't have to sit down and really try to put ideas and.
Yeah.
Everything was natural. It was
Yeah.
so natural, bro.
That's when you know it works, bro.
Yeah.
That's when you know it works.
Yeah.
You know, like when it comes to the word native, like my first clothing line was called eccentric
Fire.
clothing. Well, at first it was eccentric, but it was spelled XSINTRYK, and right away, bro, I was like having to explain people how to spell it and like the website, like
Yeah.
I was like, it was a disaster, bro.
Yeah.
So the fact that like, you didn't have to think about it and everything was just like it just came to you. It's
Yeah.
like that's money, right?
Yeah.
That's like. It's like just nailed it for first time on the head. So
Yeah.
like the word native, like when we came out with it, I can't believe that no one trademarked it in the clothing industry, bro. So I was able to trademark the word native and then trademark all area codes and apparel. So we can do Houston area codes, we can do Chicago area codes, the whole nine, bro.
yeah.
And then just gravitate that way. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
the actually we've got a meeting next Monday. My cousin's in town. He's the VP of sales for Cintas, but we've got these hat vending machines that we want to get out there, which is like 40 hats on one side, 40 hats on the other with an LED screen in the middle. So like we can put it at the banks, and then the left side be all Bengals colorways, and then the right be, the Raiders when they come in or whoever.
Yeah, for sure.
So we can grow that way. But these hat vending machines are fire, bro. It's like a fraction of the cost of opening a store, and then we can test market the areas and shit.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
Yes, sir.
So like the name is like half the battle, bro, because that eccentric clothing, like it was the same person behind it, and I was coming up with fire designs, right? But like the word didn't make sense and it was too confusing. So
Yeah.
it's like something as simple as native or memories, like that really is gonna drive the brand, especially when you can tie other things into it, because then you got wordplay going in. So
Yeah.
it's not just a club; it's the club with the CTE, and then ties into the football, and then it ties into every single NFL player that's ever played the game, right? Like,
Everyone.
Creates
Yeah,
meaning.
bro.
The meaning is where it's at. We're a society where relationships are they mean everything because that's what we are.
Yeah.
So like we are lineage, and like when the attachment to something and memories and like in general, it's just it's like heartfelt, and I think that alone is gonna get just a whole group of people to be like, hey man, this is like a revolution. This is
Yeah.
where we're going to. This is what the new Cincy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's because we are seeing we're seeing everything raised. We're getting a new area code.
Yeah.
We're expanding. Like it's the timing couldn't be any better.
Yeah.
And the name's perfect. It means so many things. It's attached to you. It's attached to like what the city's meant to you and what you meant to the city.
Yes,
like
sir.
it's all inclusive.
Yes, sir.
Packaged in a nice thing, and the food's bomb.
Yes, sir.
So like the food is
bomb.
the food is what I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Get Food Network here, get them down here, like see what's Cincy's all about. Like 'cause,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a big German town, so seeing other cultures and other food come in from different places, like you said, you've only been here 3 days, so like we're talking, you're fresh here, so there's a lot to explore and a lot to see, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm
sure.
excited for you to experience and come back, and after you've spent about 6 months, come back on the podcast and tell us what you think of the city, because
Yeah.
and about that chili, bro, I gotta hear.
yeah,
I gotta
when
hear
first time
about
you
it.
try Skyline or Gold Star, just report back, because
I mean, we might have our own chili ourselves if it's like that.
okay, yeah, man, it's
I
like
mean-
that. It's like
Dre said, like we're here for competition. You know
I
what
mean, if
So,
you could do
at the
your
end
own
of the day,
twist on a coney, bro, that would
Man, hold
that would
on, man.
definitely-
Hey, Skyline Chiller, I ain't signed up for this shit. No smoke with Skyline Chili.
You want no beef, bro.
That's funny, man.
Again, competition.
Hey, competition, bro. It comes down to it. But yeah, like it's a beautiful thing seeing like just how excited you guys are, like the excitement and the passion behind when you speak about it. Like we talked football a little, but like the passion, we've covered a lot of ground, and the energy's still high. Like that is what you want. And a leader, we talk about Burrow, like that's leadership that you're showing. You know what I mean? So like you're showing that there is something more to an athlete, more to somebody that's done their thing, that's experienced the concussions, that experienced hits beyond like what anyone take that hit is gonna feel it, and here you are out of the smoke, out of everything you've been through, and drop into some food. And then like now you're just turning a bunch of whole new heads. Like, wait, what's he doing? Because I'm sure when it comes out to the light to the world and everyone knows what's going on, the heads are like, you hear about that? Like, and it's everyone's gonna talk, man, because like they would never expect it.
Good or bad,
bro.
I
was surprised too. I was like, he's going what? Okay, club, that's cool. I didn't realize food. Now I'm like learning, right? It's like I wasn't expecting food.
See, Scrap was the one that said that. He said, bro, like. Cause I'm not a part of the Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Like I got my own, I run my own page, and then I have my GM, my assistant. They run the actual page, right?
Sure.
And they was like, bro, nobody it's only one side. It's bottle girls or bottle service girls or bartenders and this and that. Nobody's trying to be a server. We need servers. We need people work in the kitchen, like. They don't think you're bringing a restaurant. I said, it says it. We put it in the bio. You said, bro, they still not looking to. It's not registering in their head that you're bringing a 5-star restaurant here.
Yeah,
I said, well,
I'd play into that. Dude, I'd play into that all day. I'd play into the shock value all day, bro. I would when you
double
do the
down
red,
on it.
when you do the red cutting, or whatever, you do the soft opening, however you go about it. I'd play it all day. They come in expecting the party, and you get like someone with some kind of cloth over, like you ready for some food, and they're like, "What are we walking into?" Like confused, and then you turn up, have the lights down low, and the DJ turns on, and everyone's got dope food, everyone's vibing, and then. Dude, you're gonna set the city on fire, bro.
Right.
I'm telling you. I just had an idea, bro. Like so like obviously when it comes to the club industry, right? Like, people pregame, they eat, and then they go out to the club, and then 2:00 or whatever, then they go searching for food. Like, what if? I'm not sure what you plan. Do you plan on having the kitchen open late night, or like do you plan on maybe opening it at like 12 to 12:30 where it's like just walking tacos, right? Like something where like somebody can eat out of a bag or something, you know what I mean? Like a walking taco is just like Fritos with like stuff inside it. I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but some drunk food that like keep them there, right? Like so you've got, you pull all the tables away at 10 and then you got the nightclub and then maybe like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It's like the kitchen only opens for an hour. Like if anybody wants anything, here's your hour to get it. Like
no, definitely. Yeah, we plan on making sure that we have our regular daytime menu to handle our regular patrons and things like that. But whenever we open up the club for the certain amount of hours we do, it's going to be every food that you expect to be there. Chicken and waffles, fried salmon bites, things like that.
Oh, shit.
The city has not really experienced, but they might know about. But every finger food that I know that is common to me, I'm bringing it here. And then I'm going to take red snapper, do the same thing. You have red snapper bites? No,
not yet.
You guys gonna get the experience.
I guess I'm ready. I'll be there.
And that's again.
Tell me
that's
when.
Why we have
I'll be there.
GM. I wouldn't even thought about Scrap. That's why he is the guy that he is, because he gives us the ideas and we let us run with it. Like, hey Bob, you ever did snapper? I ain't did snapper. Guess what? I'm gonna do it now. Just because it's a native or something.
There you go, right there. Look, you see him. He didn't even want to be in here, but thank you for coming, Scrap.
Hey, Scrap.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Scrap.
He didn't want to be on camera.
We got Scrap here today, though. We ain't gonna put him on camera. He right there. We appreciate you, brother.
But
Scrap,
Definitely
you want to hop on, man?
If you want on. Come on,
Scrap.
man.
He's not gonna come.
Come on.
He wanted
He pushed me here. Like I was trying to get him to sit here.
Yeah, he tried to be incognito, but
that's cool though.
That's what I like. I like guys that like. He even know, like with me, he tell me all the time, like, Dre, like, you just gotta be you. Just stay neutral. Like, just don't overdo nothing.
He's over
just
here
be
just
yourself.
nodding his
Like,
head,
so
bro,
I
with-
just
with
be
the
feeding
goat
that.
hat on.
Yeah, I
see you.
feed his energy.
I'm much the
Scrap.
same, dude.
Yeah.
I'm much the same. I like to see it. I just like to sit back and like just
And I
take
listen.
it in and
Yeah, I take it
give
in.
my
and I
2
just be like,
cents. Yeah, give my
I got you, bro.
right. I see a picture. I'm like, hey, like how can we make this better?
That's
like,
my balance.
You go do that.
Yeah.
Like we hear it all the time. Jay's out there doing his thing. I'm like, maybe we should do this and this. Like I'll sit back here and
Yeah.
let's execute it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Team,
And, like,
bro.
Yeah,
That's,
it's all about your team,
that's
bro.
That's what you guys have, and I can see it right now. You know what I mean? Like you guys got the Triforce, man. You've got the heart and soul, and then you've got like, you know, the chef that's gonna get it all together, and then you got the brain right here that's gonna make it all work, dude.
Yeah.
And that's how we are, man. You know, the 4 of us down here. It's like we don't have a whole like list of people that are making the designs and pushing the stuff online. It's like it's just us, bro. And so like, you know, we don't know what's working and what doesn't. We just
Exactly.
throw it against the wall and see what sticks. And
Exactly.
it's like, all right, that's still up there. Let's
Exactly.
double down on that. So like
Yeah.
having you 3 in here that you're able to bounce ideas off of, and you guys are excellent at each. You know, you guys are top of the food chain when it comes to each expertise, right? So
Yeah.
being able to toss the ball on the court,
Yeah.
you guys are gonna kill it, man. Plus you got Namar. Whenever you want to, bring him in to DJ, bro, he's
Oh,
gonna
for
murder
sure.
it
He
for
gonna
you.
clown. He's gonna clown.
Oh,
Shout
yeah.
out to him for sure.
Yeah.
You know, we had him and Joey on the podcast, bro, and he actually told me one of my fashion shows at Hollywood Casino. It was like a lifetime ago, over 10 years ago. But he was like, bro, that was the first big gig that I've ever booked. Was like there with you at your fashion show. I'm like, what?
That's dope.
Like I didn't know what I was doing back then. Like, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was a homie like a decade ago. So
Yeah.
it was like, of course, like without even questioning, I was like, bro, let's do this. And so he was like, man, that hooked me up. I ended up getting a gig down there where he was playing, you know, at the Hollywood Casino. But
Yeah.
it's like that's cool because it's like we say, man, we're just trying to fight for our own meal, right?
Exactly.
And if you can bring other homies on and get them involved, and it's like, you know, I always tell these guys, like, there's a seat at the table for you to eat, bro, but you have to find the seat. I'm not gonna point at you and tell you, hey, here's the spot, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta make your way and sit down, because we're 70 in the fast lane. You know what I mean? If you can keep up, fucking by all means, bro, roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you want to go 55 in the slow lane, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But you know, if you want to be a part of this ship, like this is a lane that we're going. And
Yeah.
there's seats on the table. You just got to find out where you know
Where you fit at.
where
Yeah.
you fit at, bro.
Yeah, everyone,
for sure.
everyone has strengths. I'd rather double down on strengths than try to like bring up the weaknesses, because like the weaknesses do us no good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We sit in a society where everyone like focuses on everyone's weaknesses and what's he doing, what negative and this, and like, no, let's double down on the strengths. Let's get everyone's strengths. If your strength is doing like the like bartending, that's the you there. Like if your strength is serving, or your strength is like the host of this, like let's find everyone's place. If you're good with people, let's put you out in front. I know you are good behind the kitchen, but maybe we can get you in doubles. Like maybe we can, because like you're gonna find a lot of talent that's gonna come through for you, because it's
Yeah,
just
for
gonna
sure.
happen, just the nature of the business.
Yeah.
And they're gonna, I mean, just like here, people come to see the podcast. This brings talent like crazy,
Yeah.
just because it's like Moss the Flames, dude. They
Yeah.
come here like this is something I can get my word out.
Yeah.
Like I'm a streamer. I've got like 3 million followers. These guys got to know. They
Right.
come in. They're the top of their food chain. They talk to us. Same thing in your boat,
Exactly.
where you're gonna have so much talent.
Yeah.
So you're gonna find these people who are like, wow, you can do a lot.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
Yes, sir.
So then before you know it, you're gonna find. I mean, it's pretty much like natural progression.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and we think of it as like here, like we're trying to like have more chairs at this table because we're trying to expand Native. We want multiple stores. We want vending machines. There's a lot that we want to do, and we'd love to work with you. We'd
Yeah.
love to make it so you're like involved with us, and we're
No, for
involved with
sure.
you, bro. Like,
Yeah, for
dude, this would be
sure.
so
Hell
much
yeah.
fun. We'll have
Hell
like,
yeah.
yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Like,
For sure.
ASAP, started tomorrow, because as soon as you guys get it going, if you need some help, like we got hands, we can help.
You know what scares me the most?
What's that?
You know, because like I hear everybody keep talking about memories, right? And I may just be a weird person, but when everybody keep talking about memories, and I get excited, you know, so don't get me wrong, like that's just the natural thing to do, to get excited when somebody talking about your shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get excited, but what scares me is the fact that once it's open, I lose my drive for it, and my mind go to the next thing.
Okay.
Because I'm one of them persons that once I get it going, I got the people, I got the people that's in place
Yeah.
to run the business, but is it gonna keep me?
Okay.
Motivated.
Because
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
only doing it. I'm only doing this because I want to give back to the community.
Okay.
It wasn't like, oh, I got to do something to find some money. This ain't that.
Right.
Because this is the least thing that I'm worried about. This is the smallest business venture that I'm doing. But to other people, this is so big.
It's huge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
to me, this is the smallest. Because I don't broadcast what I'm into. I don't broadcast what I'm doing. And I move in certain ways. I'm one of those guys that like I might throw a rock, and when the rock hit and y'all like, who is that? I might be like, shit, I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I'm
yeah.
that type of person.
You're moving
to
on
where
to the next.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's what I be trying to get them to be like. They try to keep me like, Dre, you got to at least stay focused right now, because they know how my mind is. I'm already around the corner. Even right now, I'm around the corner.
Yeah.
And we almost there with memories, but it's other things that I see in this city that I'm trying to bridge that gap also.
I'd like to put 2 cents in that. Like, so I look at it as like 5-year plans, 10-year plans, and looking forward to what you're going for. So like I'll be a little transparent here. So like when I first started working, like started coming around native, came in to buy my daughter, the 3-year-old, a onesie from Jay. He's like, hey, I actually have something to show you. You can have the onesie. I've got something bigger going on. I'm like, okay. So when I first got involved, like, so I work at Madison Theater in Covington. I was an intern there, 2013. I've been there forever. When I came in, like, I've always tried to get bands opportunities. That's kind of been my like thing. Like, give you guys are really good. Let's connect you to the next step. Like, you guys are there, whatever. So I thought when I came in, I was like, and I got involved, I was like, you know what? I could someday like get Native involved with a podcast with these artists that I book all the time. And I thought about it from like the start, but it wasn't ready. I had a lot of movements to make before I could ever get there. But like, I thought about it instantly, and that's like a 5-year plan, if you will, because at that point, I'm just starting the handshake of like on a professional relationship with Jay at that point. So like, I was like, well, I can bring a lot to the table. He doesn't know yet, but like, we'll get there. But like, that was my thought process, because I saw the podcast, and I know how many people want a voice, and I know I could provide. So like, if I'm in, they're in. That's how I kind of looked at it. And that's why I started doing a metal band. I'm like, I'm gonna like, I started doing a frontman of a metal band. Like, we got pretty popular. I didn't like the name, so I switched everything to OG because it was called Ocean Grid. So I was like, I got the streetwear clothing, make it OG, and we're gonna run that way because I don't love the name because you can't tell what genre it was. But we were too big too quickly, so it was kind of too. I couldn't go back because there was people following us. It was like kind of a weird situation. So I was like, OG's it, let's go. But like with that time, I met a lot of cool people, and like these people were like really trying, and they were the best of the best. So I was like, you know what? If I can connect these people, let's just go. So before you know it, like I did this thing called DVC where we were like interviewing artists on Thursdays, and they'd play a set, and we'd interview them in the middle of their set. So like they'd play a song, we interview them. They play another song, we interview them. And like questions like, hey, if someone gets arrested, who's bailing them out? Which guy? So of course, one guy is going to be the guy that's going to run rampant doing his stuff in the city. But then there's a dad of the band. There's always a band dad. Always. Every band's got one. It's just, you may not even know. It might be the bassist. Who knows? But some guy's keeping everyone in check. Because they're creatives and they just want to do their thing. So who's that guy? So we ask those kind of questions and we dig deep. But like, as I was able to help these other bands, it just kind of like spawned. And then this came into play. I'm like, hey, I can do that same thing on this stage. And we were over there at that point. We interviewed Santa. They came down to the levee. We interviewed all these people. And I just thought about it. I was like, this is just so much I could do. But that was like my 5-year plan. So even though I knew I was going to sell clothing, which is not something I normally did, I mean, I had worked for clothing brands, but this was like, all right, I'm going to really sell clothes now, like as my job. That's cool, but there's more to play here. I've got much bigger plans. So the 5-year plan keeps you owning this memories as what am I going to be doing 3 years from now? Not the next venture. This is going to be, I'm building a legacy beyond the financial gain. Because like you said, small investment, that's fine. But like, we're talking legacy. People don't remember the money in your bank account. They can't see that. All they can see is how you make them feel. Right. So if you make them feel a certain way, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Especially the people of Cincinnati and Houston, because now Houston has an attachment here because people are going to hear, because Cincinnati is going to be loud because you might be in Houston and you're muffled by all the other competition. In Cincinnati, it's going to be a shining star.
Yeah.
'Cause just
Look
the way
at
it
my
is.
guy
Yeah.
telling the truth.
feel me?
Bro.
It's true, man. That's how I view it.
And
That's how I view it.
exactly
That's how I view it.
That's exactly the thing that he told me. He's like, look, Bob. He's like, I know you feel like this might be a spot to where you feel like you're a big fish in a small fish bowl, but that's something that you're going to need because that's going to be the energy that you're going to need to fuel yourself, to keep motivating yourself, to keep going on, to keep pushing stuff because this city is growing. And every time I came out here, or every time we talk, he's like, you ain't seen it, Bob, yet. I know you like where we're going on, but you ain't see it. You got to see my vision.
Right.
And for the last 2 days, I'll be like, bro, I see it.
Yeah.
Bro, like I can't believe even the welcoming from just the food tasting we had last night. There's people that represent the city that came and just was at the food tasting. It's like, I've never had this. So it motivates me. It makes me more excited to be able to come here and work for my two guys who's putting faith in me.
Yeah.
I mean, you talking about being a first round draft pick. I feel like I've been around first round. My name been called.
Right.
And
You just got called up to the
you know what I'm
majors,
saying?
bro.
I've been called up.
Yeah.
You got called up.
I have to come
You
and show
are,
out.
yeah.
I have to come and show out.
Yeah.
Show out. Not for me. Like I said, this is
sure.
for me, but also for my group.
Yeah.
Because they're putting
100%.
so much faith in me. Like I said, they want this to be the main focus. Y'all don't know how much pressure that is.
Oh,
dude,
for
I
sure.
can only,
You know?
I can imagine what you're feeling, man.
So I mean,
But you're confident.
Oh, very
I can
much.
feel that you're ready to go. So like that's the thing is like I mean like it's not as loud as the NFL or whatever. Like you said, like first round draft pick, but you have been working for this just like he worked. I mean, he played on big stages in football, and the same thing, man. I lived with a sous chef and a kitchen manager. I've lived with these guys. I've seen what they do. I've been there, worked for the pub in Crestview, and one of them opened a restaurant and went down to Atlanta, I think, and they opened one there. Like he traveled for them for the pub, and that's real deal stuff. Like they opened a 2-story pub, like a whole thing. But the thing is that I could see how hard these guys worked in the kitchen. Every single, like I'd be working at the bowling alley, just working at the desk and like doing Monday nights. Come home and they'd come home with their like all their kitchen gear on. They're just exhausted, and I'm like, "How was your night, guys?" And they're like, "Man, the rush, bro. Like that kitchen." He's like, "I probably dropped like 10 pounds in sweat."
Oh, you were.
He's like, I don't think because he's a little heavier set, so he's like, man, I've lost some weight. He's like, I got to keep going this. These nights are crazy because like it was getting close to St. Patty's, all this stuff was happening, and they were busy. But like that work they're putting in, man, like you're working out like just like these athletes, man.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
putting in the time, you're putting in the sweat, and like that sweat, like that is love. You're not in that kitchen because you're just doing it.
Yeah, most people
No,
are not cooking because they want to
Yeah.
cook or they just want to have a job. People shy away from just working in McDonald's and things like that.
Yeah,
you
sure,
know what I mean?
sure.
So to run a kitchen that you're going to provide food for a whole city, and they're expecting it to be a whole other way, it's like my mind is racing. I don't show a lot of emotion, and that's what I think he wants me to show more of. But I try not to show so much because I want to make sure that I'm putting on not for him, but for the city that I'm coming to now, represent my city where I'm from, because there's going to be a lot of Houstonians that's going to come
Yeah.
just because we're out here.
Yeah.
And stuff, and help bring more economy to the city and stuff. So like, that's a lot of pressure and stuff. But like you guys said, I'm ready for it.
You got a good team
I
though,
got a good
bro.
support
That's
team, and
that's the big thing,
so-
man. All the high tides rise all ships, bro. So the better that you get, the better he gets. The better he gets, the better he gets. You know what I mean? It's like it just keeps rising. And to talk to Dre for a minute, man. This is, I see what you're saying. It's like as soon as this is open, like what's the next, right? But like I've seen play, and I've seen how big it was, and I've seen the crowds that it brought, and I really think that you're going to be able to fine tune that. You know what I mean? Like you're a staple in the community already, right?
Yeah.
So now that you're giving back and you're putting into the city, the city's gonna double down on you, and they're gonna show up.
Sure.
And I think that once you see that, I don't think you're gonna want to twist your mind to trying to do something different. I think you're gonna want to double down on what you've got, bro, because like the memories thing, like once you tied that CTE thing in there, man, like everything changed at that point in my mind. Like
right.
now you've got a purpose along with the club. So it's like, how do you, the next step after memories is in play here in the city. I think it's doubling down and opening up a memories in another city, right? Instead of opening up something else here in Cincy, I think that you're going to find that this memory it's got longevity to it, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So I hear you, but I don't think you see me.
Okay.
And
Tell me.
the next time I won't give it out now, but just know the next time
You've already got a 5-year in your head, don't you?
So if this is big to y'all, my next move is like colossal.
Okay.
Okay.
That my next move, I don't never have to worry about relocating. I don't never have to worry about doing nothing. It's a brand of his own. He knows about it.
Okay.
He knows about it.
And you just raised a lot of eyebrows.
And it's and it's Cincinnati based.
It's right here,
Man.
right under your
so,
nose.
so yeah, so Cincinnati's like where you're keeping it. You're planning on being here in
I
Cincinnati
mean,
too.
I
Like,
am from Huntsville. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's like that-
Alabama, but
right, right.
Huntsville is a place that's on my radar.
okay.
Let me
bring some love
just
there.
give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a preview because I got property and I got property places.
Yeah,
you know
sure,
what I'm saying.
Sure. I would
But
expect it.
Right.
Now we're gonna get on to some different shit.
Yeah, let's go. Let's dive.
So Huntsville right now is the number one city to live at in the country.
Oh wow.
Huntsville, Alabama. We have NASA been there all my life. You have Google, SpaceX, Amazon. Toyota is building a $1.4 billion facility down there.
Oh wow.
Okay.
About a year ago, I looked at it. They only had 400 houses available. 400. But Toyota is building a $1.4 billion facility that's bringing 5,700 jobs in the community. It has 400 houses
Right.
ready.
They need more houses.
They need more.
They need more living space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I did was I bought 50 acres.
Hey, bro.
Smart.
About 50 acres. I had a guy tell me, he was like, oh, who's your partner? I said, I ain't got no partner. He said, I can't do it. So that motivates me every day to
What?
where
Okay.
when I hear that, then the bank come back and say, oh, you know what? We're not going to give you that type of loan. We're going to give you a global loan. That means you can build anywhere in the world, and we're going to back you
Oh wow.
off of your relationships. So what I'm doing is I bought 50 acres. I'm building 300 townhomes. I'm selling them.
Look at you.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That
They all pre-sold.
That's incredible, dude.
You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than just
That's
what
big.
people see. You know
That
what I'm
is
saying?
That's
big.
huge,
That
bro.
is
I got
And that just-
I got
that-
goosebumps again.
That's just one of the other things.
Yeah.
Like I don't give out.
That's
I don't,
cool,
I don't
bro.
advertise
No,
this type of
that's
stuff
awesome.
because
No,
when you
you
see me on
heard it here,
Instagram,
yeah.
I want people just be like, that kid is happy. That
Right.
kid
Yeah,
is just
yeah.
living. He's doing whatever he want to do.
Yeah.
He's being positive. He's trying to help people. He's trying to give a service to a city that he ain't even from.
right.
Ain't he
Right.
from here?
I know. The fact that you're bringing bringing food, bring someone in from Houston to a city that you're not from. The love shown, but if you were to go somewhere else and do it, I mean, no one would just think anything. They'd be like, he's just going home. He's doing his thing there.
I mean, I wouldn't have no brand there. If I was to go do it in Atlanta, where he from, if I was to go do it in Houston, where he from,
You go to Alabama?
where it's nothing but competition. It's nothing
Yeah.
but competition. For me, what I'm doing here, with the way I move, the brand that I have, and the name that I've built over the 12 years here, there ain't no competition.
Right.
Because I know everybody's weakness.
Right.
yeah. I mean, they got your. I mean, they still have your name out their mouth
Oh, for sure.
every day. I mean,
For
we
sure.
hear it all the time.
For sure.
Period.
But I'm coming
Yeah.
in love.
All
You know
love,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I wanted to do this. Again, I just told y'all a portion of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that deal that I just showed y'all, that I was telling you about, that's about $50 million worth of real estate right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do this because I was stretching for no money. I did this because I wanted to give the city of Cincinnati. I knew what these players, I know what they missing.
Right.
I know what people, hardworking people missing. I know what the upper class people is missing. They want to go somewhere and be comfortable.
Comfortable, right?
That's all it's about.
How
just
you make
being
them
able to be
feel,
comfortable.
man. It's all about how you make them feel. They won't. People
Well,
will not
he's,
remember.
he's,
Like,
he's also in that like rare air where you go into a bar and you don't want to be like bamboozled, like where people coming up to you
Exactly.
and hey, like, you know, this and that, like or just talking about the Bengals game, and it's just like, bro, like I'm not here to talk about like my work day, right? Like I'm
yeah.
just here to fucking hang out with my friends. So like you're on that other side of the spectrum. So for you to be able to open up a club and go, hey, this is you know, this is going to be a spot for the people that don't want to be like,
Yeah.
you know, ran up on, and
Yeah.
and it just I want to feel comfortable here. Like
Exactly.
so you've got that other side that we don't. Like if I open up a club, I wouldn't think of that side of the business where like, hey, where can all my guys go and like the Bengals players go where they're not going to get chastised or not going to get like bombarded with questions when all they want to do is just hang out, listen to L Train, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, so like you're on that other side of the spectrum already. So to be able to build that with that mindset's gonna be huge for you, bro.
Yeah.
But and then something else, my dad always told me, man, like God rest his soul, he was like, buy property, buy land, because there's only so much of it, and there's a lot of people that are being born. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, pick up as much real estate as you can, and then hang on to it because one day it's going to be worth something.
Yes,
Like
sir.
he bought 2.5 acres on Smith Lake out there in Alabama.
Okay.
So out there in Coleman.
Yes, sir. I know what Coleman is.
Yeah, so he bought 2.5 acres like 1984, bought it for $25,000.
Yeah.
When he went to go build a house on it, the property was worth $400,000. So he put a $300,000 house on top, and it was worth $700,000. But
Crazy.
yeah, bro, and that like when he like unfortunately when he passed, like my mom just liquidated everything. Like
Yeah.
they were like 14, 15-year-old like lovers, bro.
Yeah.
So like they grew up like together. So as soon as he passed, my mom was like, I don't want to like get rid of it all.
Yeah, for sure.
So she sold it. Now the house is worth 1.7 mil, and it's like, God,
Dang.
just selling my inheritance, man. Come on, bro. But that's a goal, is to get that house back, bro.
Yeah,
Like, that's one of those goals.
I mean, that like on another note, like I have some very, very wealthy friends, some very, very wealthy mentors. And these guys are about 60 and 70 and 80 years old. They have a lot of game.
Oh, yeah.
And they get to talking about real estate. And my guy Mike was more talking about his real estate in Denver. This guy bought 38,000 acres, right?
Oh shit.
38,000
God
in
damn,
Denver,
that's
Colorado. And they raise buck, and he has a contract with Coca-Cola. He said, Dre, I only work 2 months of the year. He makes about $5 million within September and October.
That's the shit.
Hunting buck for Coca-Cola, for their executives, family and friends of the company, and higher up of the company. He make his money off bullets. They sell one bullet, $20,000.
What?
So
What?
you have one person go buy 5 bullets. How much money that is? Yeah, $20,000 a bullet. And I said, so what if people buy the bullet, give them the bullet, and they go out and they don't kill no buck? He said, yep, they just spent $100,000 on some
Ammo.
pretty fine bullets.
Wow.
So I
That's-
thought that was crazy.
That is crazy.
So I said, damn, this is what people into? So I heard a lady on social media said that back in the days,
If you gotta use the restroom, you're more than welcome to. Yeah. You
I
saw,
was looking for where was
yeah,
that?
me too.
yeah. This
But I had a lady that told me
Yeah.
that she was like, you know, I'm always into like building brands and this and that. And she was like, when I was telling her the story, she was like,
Joey, if you want to come sit down.
that's just crazy money.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where you at?
He's in.
There he go. Where you just come from? He
Hey.
gone. The chef gone, man. What you want? What
He's
you want
come
something to
back.
eat? You want something to eat? Came in hungry. Yeah.
Hey, question. So, if I send Jay a picture, are you guys able to print it off from the laptop there?
We have to.
What that bathroom?
We have to make it to a certain file type, and then it can be done. It might take a little bit.
That's okay. It was gonna Hey, Kirk. Bama boy. I want you to sign.
He needs to go to the bathroom first, though, so I'll show you where that is.
What's up, doggy? You just landed from the airport?
I landed earlier, but I had to end that trip early.
Yeah, man, we're taking a bathroom break right now. Everyone's kind of get themselves together. It's been a really cool podcast. If anyone has tuned in, Dre Kirkpatrick here tonight with his chef and his whole team's here. They're all kind of big chilling, and we got a squad here. What up, man? How are you? It's fun, isn't it?
You didn't tell me. Crap. We were hanging out for like 3 hours yesterday,
Yeah,
and I wear this ring at you or around you every day.
it's
You
true.
did not tell me a single word about Dre Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, man. We just we're doing our thing.
Keep your lips, loose lips sink ships.
Yeah, no, I keep it close.
Real, yeah.
That's the thing is it's I'm not here. We're just here doing our thing. It's not. We're just when it's the time comes, we talk about it. Otherwise, every day is different here, man. At Native. Yeah, but yeah, man. It's been a good podcast. At the end of the day, like these are the most interesting people. Doing some awesome shit, and we're here for it. And just to get the fact that they would come here and say things and give us information that otherwise we would never have, it's pretty awesome. And feel very lucky. And we got good vibes, great people, and this is awesome, man. It's been a good podcast, Jay.
Lamar's back.
Man, he is. He's over here. What up, man? How you doing? Good. Same. Weird.
Yeah, bro. I was doing the P dance over here. I had to bounce, man.
Everyone's got to get up and just talking to the crowd here.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to be able to put this on pause real quick.
I went to this camera mode, like give it a little vibe, whatever's happening out there, man. Happening in the store. We got vibes going.
Yeah, bro.
Everyone's so happy too. It's such positive. The positivity is top tier.
That's the thing, man. You can really feel when something's gonna work, right? Because the three people they got working here is just they're gonna make magic, bro.
Oh.
It's like you've got the
I want to help.
the perfect.
I've got some experience. I want to help.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Anything we can do to help you guys out, man. Like obviously, the merch, we got you on that, but.
Sure.
The restaurant industry he's been a part of, and we can.
I've done some stuff here, so I just want to get my take, come in, see what's it about, and just
shit. Let's podcast on that stage.
Podcast.
Yeah,
I was gonna
podcast
say
on
we
the
could,
stage or something like that.
dude. I was like, we could come in, just see what it's about, and then podcast, and just do a whole night just dedicated for memories, just straight up, completely, period. Done. Let's make it happen, dude.
That'd be tight. Maybe like at the end of every month, like maybe we do like a memories podcast where like we talk about the fucking wild shit that happens. You know what we wanted to do, man? We wanted to do a last call podcast where we talk to bartenders about the shit that happened, right? Like everything going on. That should be fire, bro.
Can you imagine the stories that some of these bartenders have? Like some of these people have probably seen the most ridiculous situations on the planet because when you're dealing with alcohol, you're dealing with some unpredictability with people, and so the bartenders get a front row seat seeing people get escorted out. Like those Monday nights at the bowling alley are kind of crazy, and that was just another angle of the bar scene because like it was $2 shots, free bowling, 300 people.
They need to bring that back, bro. They need to bring that whole like service industry night back for sure.
Yep, for sure. I agree. We were saying that, but like even still, like if a place found the Monday night industry night, wink wink, if the Monday night industry night was something that you could take over, there's a whole market of people that are ready to throw down on a Monday night because they've been working all weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're the bartenders, the servers, the hosts, the kitchen staff. They need a place to go on Monday nights. And if you provided something like that with food and good vibes,
bro,
games or something, anything, people will come.
One thing when I worked at Brio as a server, Monday,
I love Brio.
Yeah, bro. Mondays were always the good days because it's like we call them the veterans because like the people that know that they want to go out to eat, like they don't do the Friday and Saturday. They come out on Mondays. So like we would pick up those Monday shifts down there, and we would make $200 on a Monday night, like just serving down there, because like that's like the 25% tippers, right? Like that was like the people that knew that they were coming out to have a good time and spend money without the the static of like a Saturday night hectic like
Right,
run. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Monday.
By
down
the
there
way,
was
the Sixes
hectic.
are fire, bro. I love the
Appreciate
shoes. I'm a sneakerhead, man.
Thank you.
I've been a sneakerhead since I was like 10 years old, bro.
Sir.
Growing up in Chicago.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was eyeing your shoes too. I was like, in my head,
Yeah,
for sure,
bro.
they're dope.
I got them. They got dirty on the skateboard today, man. Riding in here because it was raining. But yeah, these are the concepts, man. They're made to be like 1970s, like Woodstock. So
Yeah.
there's dirt on the side to make it look like you were walking through the mud during
Yeah.
Woodstock and all that shit.
nice.
Yeah, bro. I've got all three pairs that concepts came out. They got
Yeah.
like the mellows, the heavies, and the I can never remember the other ones, man. Heavies, mellow, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter,
The
bro.
lights.
Bro, shoes are
Somewhat
always
heavy,
fire.
medium light. I don't know. But yeah, like that the sneaker thing. Like there's, dude, we're gonna do a whole sneakerheads podcast. Like
Yeah.
that's gonna be a whole.
Got to, bro.
Yeah. We'd like to do. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a
I think
conspiracy
y'all
podcast.
need to go
We're
with
doing-
someone like like I know some guy like Pac-Man. He
Pac-Man's
loaded.
big time right now, bro. He's guest starring on
Oh, yeah,
Pat,
everything.
Pat
Yeah.
McAfee's
Oh, for
podcast
sure.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
I think he part of that show now.
I'm sure he is,
think he
bro.
part of it, but
He's the truth too, man. I love that dude. I've met him out probably a dozen times in the city, and he's always been like a super humble dude. Like, you know, don't fuck with him when he's drinking type shit.
Talking
but
about
like,
Pat.
yeah,
he
bro,
don't-
he's
Pat-
the man.
Shout out to Pat. He don't play that shit.
No, he doesn't, and he
Pat will
shouldn't.
knock your ass out in the airport.
Bro,
He will knock your ass
who
out
did
in the
who did he knock out at the airport for somebody?
Some guy.
Yeah,
What
he,
did
he
some
knocked
guy?
out somebody for Shaq or somebody. Like there was somebody that was there that was like talking shit or like trying to get an autograph from somebody, and Pac-Man like fought the dude right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
He's always been that way, bro.
I
He's-
love him.
I love him
that
too,
part-
bro.
I got a story. I don't know if I should say it. I got a story. So it's not even a big deal, but like back in the day, the Monday nights,
Okay.
him and Billy Hamilton had a race in front of Brio.
I was out there that night.
Were you there? I have a video somewhere on my phone because I was closing up and everyone was out in the front
Yeah.
on the Brio
Yeah.
roundabout,
Yeah.
and everyone's like those two
So
played.
who won?
Billy. But
Of course, bro. He's
but,
the
yeah,
fastest dude on the.
but I got that video. It was just like there was only people there were staff and just a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
All the the crowd was gone. It was like 3, so like everyone's gone. But there's enough like quiet. They were like ready to run.
they
They put money
always do
down. Yeah, bro, for sure it was
Billy
fun.
and Pac, they always was in competition on who was the fastest.
Yeah,
Always.
Billy won that time. I don't know how many times they did that race, but I remember having it on video.
I don't
like,
think that probably was the only one.
it might have been.
I think that was the only one.
Yeah, I was so surprised it was happening. Like I'm here for this right now. Like this is real
Yeah.
talk. Like
Yeah.
it just happened. It was fun. I'm glad no one got hurt because
Yeah.
that floor that rock out there is kind of like
I mean,
but-
they athletes, bro. Yeah, they been playing this
twist
shit
an
all their
ankle
life.
though. I don't know.
They be
Oh,
running with their
man,
shoes off
if they twist their ankle off a rock, they should never went to the NFL.
That's true, bro.
Sure.
That's true. I mean, it was quite a moment. Like it was so fun too because everyone was hyped. Everyone was out there. Like everyone was just partying. Like that's
Yeah.
the Monday nights we miss. bro.
That's the thing about Cincinnati, man. Is you can have things like that without like having a
entourage of people,
An entourage of people, bro.
photographers and stuff.
I
Yeah.
had a
I
cousin.
love that about the city.
Yeah,
Love
dude.
it.
Yeah.
So I had a cousin from Chicago. He was a pitcher, and he was only like 18, I think. He was playing on this elite team, and they were in Cincy for a game. And I went to the hotel, and I snuck him and one of his buddies out where they weren't supposed to leave the hotel or whatever. But I picked him up, brought him downtown, and we went to FB's.
Yeah.
And we saw Johnny Cueto and somebody else down there. And then we went to Mainstay Rock Bar, and Dusty Baker was down there.
Okay.
So they got to meet Johnny Cueto at FB's, and then we were at Mainstay. And then, like, he's a pitcher, right? Like, he's 18, like, super, like, he wants to go to the majors, right?
Yeah.
And so Dusty, bro, like, so dope. Dusty sat there and talked to him and told him like advice to give him and things like that, and then offered us tickets, and then gave me his cell phone number, and like my cousin was like, bro, like this doesn't happen in Chicago, which is crazy to think that like Chicago being like a major market that it is, that you don't get to meet people like Dre Kirkpatrick out at the bars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But here in Cincinnati, it's like it was a Thursday night and he's meeting all these dudes, and it really put me into perspective of like how dope our city is.
Yes.
You know, the fact that like Thursday night he met Johnny Cueto, who's a pitcher. He wants to be a pitcher, and then he meets Dusty Baker, and then he gives us tickets to the Cubs Reds game the next day, right? Like right behind the dugout. But it was like one of those things where it's like
we can hang out and be normal.
Be normal.
We can
bro.
be normal people. People can see us. And now I don't know how they gonna feel about Joe Barrow.
He's not allowed to go out the house.
He can't.
He's not allowed to go out the house.
Lock Joe ass up. Keep him in the house.
Yeah.
But everybody else, like, we can actually go out, be ourselves, enjoy food with our families. You might have 1 or 2 people, but it's not gonna be a border. Like, it's not they're not gonna be just oversaturated over, like, oh my God, like it's such and such. No, like enjoy your food. Like somebody might come give you a fist bump. Boom, I see you. Keep doing your thing.
Respect all day.
And keep it moving. Like that's what I think I like about the city.
Yeah,
for sure.
And that's one thing about Joey too, man. Is that I was talking with Kurt Yaman earlier, man. Is like Joey's one of those guys that like he just relates on a whole nother level. Like so when when Joey meets somebody, he's not like, yo, can I have your autograph?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, yo, bro, like if you want to go get a drink later, if you're trying to find somewhere to go hang out, like give me a call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he's the commandant. He's the plug from you know the NFL to the city life. You know what I mean? And he's always been at the top of his food chain.
For sure.
Even 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like he's always been that dude who's always kept his heart on his sleeve and is made a name for himself in the city. And that's why people like you just love him, right?
Yeah,
because
for sure.
like he's your connect to us without me having to get in your DMs and like stalk you basically to actually get you down here, bro.
For sure.
So he's like the filter, like that can kind of say, hey, these guys are cool. Go talk to them, you know. And you know, it's really cool having somebody like Joey on the team, bro.
Yeah, and by the way, I wanted to do this. I want to do this interview. You know what I'm saying?
My man.
Like I said, like once I started doing my research, started talking to people about you guys, especially about hearing about your story, I was like, damn. Yeah, like that sounds like somebody that's down to earth, somebody that's self-motivated. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't really care about nothing but what he can do to better himself and the people that's around him. You know what I'm saying? And that was the story that, you know, that's my story.
Right.
So when I got that, and then talking to Joy about you, I was just like, yeah, I'm all in, man. Like whatever. Like even today, like whenever we got ready to do this, I was ready. Like shit, let's.
Yeah,
I'm ready. Like
right.
It's like a game. Like let's go, let's do it.
Let's
I
go.
don't care.
Let's
and
go.
That was and it's real too. When we first met earlier, we did the handshake, and my handshakes are always trash, bro, because I've got no depth perception because of the eye. So like the dap is always a little weird, or like passing a blunt is always a little weird because I've got to grab your fingers before the blunt. And you know what I mean? It's always like that weird thing. So like when we met earlier, you're like, nah, bro, let's redo this. Like, fuck yeah. That's my boy already.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was in
man.
the back and you guys came in. I was like, oh, what's going on? Like, I came out because I knew you guys were coming. I just didn't know that was that exact second you walk in the back. I'm like, oh, they're here. Let's go. It's time to go.
It's time to go.
Let's meet the crew. Like, and you guys brought like some great people in here too, man.
Yeah,
they
for
were
sure.
taking some photos, taking some videos.
Yeah, you guys are no joke, man.
Yeah,
You guys have a great team behind you, man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, bro. Is like if you can find somebody like it. If you don't relate to the people around you, that's okay, because like, you know, you've got other people that have different mindsets that are going to be able to rise that ship. You know what I mean? And then being able to bounce ideas off each other. Like, you know, I think I'm the greatest at marketing on the planet.
Yeah.
But I'll throw things over to Andrew, and he'll be like, yo, like, tweak this, do that. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
having the team is like 7/10 of the process, dude.
Yeah.
You know, once you got that down, it's like, all right, now we know we got faith in what we're doing. The location and the spot is like creme de la creme, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're able to go in there and put a little money in on that floor, because before it was play, it was something else. I can't remember what it was called.
It was like a bowling alley.
Yeah, it was
that was after play.
After play?
yeah, it was after play.
Lodge.
Lodge, bro.
Bar.
Lodge
Yeah,
bar.
Lodge
Yeah.
Bar.
So when it was Lodge bar, they trashed that place, bro. That was
Yeah.
like a college bar. So beer and alcohol was being spilled all over that floor and stuff. But that was like the location is just so perfect, dude. It's
Yeah.
like you can't find a better spot. And the fact that it's the old Playboy Mansion in Cincy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find some photos, bro, and I'm gonna blow them up. We're gonna put them on those walls in
Yes,
the
sir.
VIP section.
Yeah.
Fire, bro.
Let me know. Send them over.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So is there anything like we got about another 8 minutes or so? If you guys want to go ahead and wrap it up, if there's anything else you want to talk about, anything you want to plug.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I just want to let everybody know that it's a place of joy. You know, it's a place of not necessarily come as you are because, you know, in the club hours there is a strict dress code,
Yeah.
and you can follow the Instagram Memory Lounge, Cincy. You know, we'll be broadcasting those things and everything about the club through the website. We can get in the website. Everything is all fresh right now. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is that we just want to embrace everybody. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, we don't want to be able to be the place that's, we spending all this type of money, but your price is high as shit. Like, no, we still got reasonable, probably gonna have the lowest prices in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with the best quality, the best food, the best everything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
my thing is making it more affordable for people that want to go there, but just don't know how to be able to grasp that.
For sure, bro. And there's a good middle ground there where if the drinks aren't too high,
Yeah.
if they're at the right spot, then someone's
Yeah.
gonna buy the drinks for all 4 people, right? And
Yeah.
then this guy's got the next 4
Yeah.
drinks, and this guy's got the next 4 drinks.
Yeah.
You know, so if it's not out of that realm where a college kid can buy 4 drinks, you're gonna be in the money market
Yeah,
there
for sure,
bro.
for sure.
I can't wait to see it, dude, because that spot's been vacant for so long, and it's right in
7
the
years,
heart.
I think.
Yeah, and it's right in the
7
heart of the
years,
city,
man.
bro.
Time is
Right in the heart of
flying.
the city, like,
Dude, yeah.
I mean, we was having meetings on the phone. Bobby, you got to see it. Go look at the map. I'm looking at the map, and he's showing me the area, showing me just the logistics of stuff. I'm like, are you?
This
Are you
building
shitting me?
here,
Right,
This
yeah.
one,
This
like,
one's sitting right here, and
yeah,
you got
I-
a stadium right here, and then you got the TOQ down here, and then you're building across the river, and then so I mean it's just a match made in heaven. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I know he's overly excited. He probably's not showing as much as like.
That's all right. That's all right.
Like,
That's all right. That's the
I'm
thing.
excited. For
Yeah.
sure, I'm excited.
And that
Yeah,
and that 5-year
hell yeah.
plan gonna come up, and you're just gonna kill it, bro. Like,
yeah, bro.
and those memories are gonna build and build and build, and before you know, you're gonna have a built-in Cincinnati. Like, you're gonna be a part of the fabric
Yeah.
of which Cincinnati lies.
I mean,
going forward.
I don't know of any other sports player that is put into the city like that. Now I do
Nick
know
Lachey had his. He's not his player, but like
Nick had his spot. Now Ben Roethlisberger, he was a silent investor in a couple bars down here.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
Big Ben.
Pittsburgh Ben was
Shitty Ben.
Shitty Ben he
God damn it. Damn,
tied in.
Ben.
He was tied into Passage. Do
that.
you remember Passage? It
Nope.
was on 6th Street.
Yeah.
601 is the bar I think that took over.
So
but
you mean tell me Ben can come kick our ass, and then he can come get money in our city?
silently, bro? Like there
I wish
was,
we would have known now. I bet he can't go. I bet he can't do it now.
I bet you can't either.
I bet
bro.
he can't do it now.
No,
We gonna run his ass right up out of the city.
Because that was one of the things. Like
No joke.
I was friends with the owner of the bar, and he was like, "Yeah, Ben's a silent investor, but like we're not allowed to tell anybody because obviously it would hurt our image if you knew that Ben owned part of the bar here."
Yeah.
yeah.
But I honestly I don't think any other like athlete has like put back into the city like you're about to, bro, which is insane to think.
I mean, they ain't ever even thought about. They probably never even looked at the vision.
Right.
Like again, this was more of my passion, not necessarily an opportunity. This is not an opportunity.
Right.
This is my passion.
You're
I was gonna do
creating
this,
the
bro.
opportunity.
I-
You're creating it for others
Hold
too.
on, as my girls say, curating.
Huh.
Curating.
Oh,
Touche.
say, look.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Say the right
yeah.
to the microphone.
And you listen to what your girl says.
Curated.
What's going on?
Nothing. I don't know. Something changed on the screen. Yeah, you have been, but you're curating. You're creating a you're creating like not only like a spot for food, for drinks, and whatever. You're gonna also kind of like create a new culture with based on your sound and how you explain it for
Yeah.
all inclusive.
Yeah.
Because we do live in like a divided to a degree, because everyone like West Side of Cincy, East Side, everyone has like their place, whatever. But if everyone comes here, everyone feels like they're a part of it. Dude, that's culture building within a city. And if you're, like you said, the placement is top tier. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine getting a place in that location in Houston? I mean, you were talking like what are you? That's crazy.
I mean, but the only difference is, let's just say if you was to get a spot that we have in Cincinnati, in Atlanta or Houston, you know how expensive that location would be?
Insane.
We can make the same money here, but their overhead is so much expensive.
Right. And it's going to take you years to get your money back out of it.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say like we said earlier, is like you're gonna shining star in Cincinnati, where in Houston you might be filling in like a small gap.
That's
of a small
because
place.
of competition.
It's a
bigger market.
Exactly.
You got to think.
Yep. The market.
Houston is a city that's in our culture. They lead. They're one of the leaders. You only got 3 or 4 of them.
Right.
You got Miami, Atlanta, Houston, LA, somewhere New York, somewhere Vegas. Other than that, the culture and how things are portrayed and how things are rolled out now, they come from the South. They come from Miami. They come from Atlanta. They come from Houston.
The South's on fire right now, bro.
That's where they come from.
People are listening.
And the competition, like I tell my friends, right? So when I first brought this idea to my friends are in Houston. Like most of my friends are in Houston, they're in Atlanta. And when I brought this to them, they like, well, you have to think about competition. I said, what competition?
Right.
Who doing what I'm doing? First off, not necessarily who's doing what I'm doing, but
they're not doing it like you do.
they ain't gonna take it to the top. I'm the type of take the risk and I'm gonna blow the shit to the top.
For sure.
I don't care about the money. I'm gonna spend that. Spend it. Everybody else, you want to go build a club, your whole project may be 150, 20,000.
Right.
That's lights, bar, chairs, everything. Half the shit that make my lights run, that's like 120,000.
And that's
So I'm already overly done invested.
for sure.
Overly done invested. So that's why I go back to the beginning when I was saying we still have that nervous system in us to where it's like, are these people really seeing or gonna grasp what we're really trying to bring?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this only gonna happen in a once in a lifetime.
Right.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where somebody gonna look at Cincinnati and say, oh, I'm gonna go all out.
Yep.
Right?
I'm gonna go all out.
I'm here for it, bro. And like
Bro, me too.
The best part about it, man, is you've got like when it comes to the memories and like what you're putting in, you know, you're gonna be able to, like the lights alone, like you're saying, 120 G's on the lights. Those are
That ain't
things.
even the lights. That's the run the lights. That's the shit that make the lights run.
Oh,
that's the
shit.
shit that's connected to make all the TVs run on one.
Right.
Like that's
Yeah.
not
And
that's
and
not the actual.
That's crazy. So
Aesthetic.
but the thing is like people they won't take that dollar into their mind, but when they're in there, they're gonna see everything that's done. Just like this store here, they're gonna look around, and they're gonna go, wow, this is a lot to take in, right?
Yeah.
But it's amazing because like you doing the little extra step on the lights and the little extra step on the TVs and like implementing everything together, like it's gonna project you into this like stratosphere where you're gonna be in your own category, bro.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, people don't realize when the lights are on in the back of the store and like all these things, like every little thing just adds up,
Yeah.
right? And so like when one thing is down, like that back wall is usually lit up.
Yeah.
Like that's
crucial.
one that that's
crucial.
that's a money maker.
Crucial,
Like
yeah.
so
That
so-
wall normally is like
That door is
wild.
sick.
The door, yes.
Door is
Oh, the
sick.
door crazy.
The
Door
door's
is sick.
Yeah,
I was like, man, I'm putting that in my house. I don't care if I'm in an apartment.
I built
I'm putting that in.
I built that with the stimmy check, bro.
Yeah, stimulus check, bro. Yeah.
I wish I
Yeah.
could-
PPP me.
Right.
Give me my PPP.
Right. Exactly.
Let me ask me
And,
alone, please.
and then there's the wall behind the register lights up. We'll put the camera on. The wall back there is normally lit up, and it's got crazy lights and
We're like
all
natives all lit up,
lit
and
up,
everything. It's pretty
iridescent and
fire.
stuff. So like that alone, creates conversation, and that's not lit up right now. So that's affecting the bottom line. If you really get down to it, there's all these dynamics to the store affected. So like it's a whole thing is a packaged deal, and that
it operates as like one big engine.
exactly a machine.
So
Exactly.
Jay,
Yeah.
before we wrap it up, just give me an insight of what Native, where it came before we end it. Like, tell me a little bit about Native, where their brand, where their name came from.
My man.
And then we can
This is
do
the first.
No, I'm just saying because at the end of the day, he's a service. He always serves other people.
Yeah.
So it's my time for. He can close that
It's
out with his
cool.
shit.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? I want to know
cool to
about
see.
Native. Like,
Appreciate that.
I
question.
appreciate
That's
it, man.
awesome,
yeah.
I started the whole thing out of my backpack on Fountain Square, like 2014. I just packed up a bunch of shirts in my backpack and like literally just sold them out of the backpack. And then from there, like I was grabbing all the bartenders that was working at Mint. Actually, that's I started the whole brand from Mint. But when they were wearing my hats and stuff, bro, like I would always have these little bracelets that said like the Native brand on it and had like a little area code on or a little discount code on the inside. But I gave them to the bartenders. Yeah, bro, that's the synopsis of where I came from.
Yeah.
But
I lost the ear, I lost the eye.
But I never lost my focus, bro.
Man,
that's the truth, bro. Because like
I'm gonna put that on the shirt too, Jay.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Like I've been, like my back's been against the wall a lot of times, man. And you know, the only thing that like, you know, I should have given up 10 years ago. But like the only reason why I'm here is because I didn't. Like my back was up against the wall, lights were turned off in the house, and it's like, how do I make the next move, bro? Like this is the only thing I'm good at, right? So like, I got to keep doubling down on this because you know at the end of the day, bro, I don't know if I could do anything else than what this is. So it's like, you know, for Native, I got lucky, man. I was like my 6 shooters, you know, it was just me, like no one else. So I got picked up by Procter and Gamble as an up and coming entrepreneur. Yeah. So they opened up a store with Tide next to 16-bit downtown, and they put my clothes in there for a full year. I was only supposed to be there for like 3 months, but my clothes were selling better than everyone else's because I was out hustling, and I put the clothes in the windows like that pointed out to 16-bit, and I would go in 16-bit and tell everybody, hey, look at that shit over there. How dope is that? So it's like I did my fucking legwork to make it happen, right? Yeah. But I got picked up by Procter and Gamble, so they helped me trademark the word Native and then trademark the area codes. And from there, like that's when everything took off, bro. Because like I was like the clothing line was very Cincinnati. It was like I wanted this to be for Cincinnati, but I had a meeting with one of the guys from Procter and Gamble about expanding the brand, and he told me, he was like, hey, like this brand is good for Jay and his family, but it's not going to put food on the plates for other people. And like that hurt my feelings. Like I thought this was the meeting that was gonna change my life, right?
Sure.
And it did.
Yeah.
But I had to bite my lip and listen to what he said and go, okay, so if this is only gonna put food on the table for me and my family, how do I change that to put food on the table for other people? So that's when I created the area code thing, you know, across the board, whereas the Native and then the 513, so I can do it with any area code and then just do colorways. So we can do Denver, whatever. Mm-hmm. But so that was the start of it, man. And then it's just peeling the layers off, like Andrew was saying earlier, bro. It's like, you know, you throw things against the wall, see if it sticks. If it doesn't, like thankfully I've got a DTG printer here, so you know I'm making the designs, throw it against the wall. If it sucks, then we don't print them anymore. But you know, if it's the Harambe shirt, like I printed that thing over 6 years ago, bro, and that Harambe shirt is just still like one of those that's just
still floating around.
Bro, conversations every single weekend about it, bro. Harambe lives on, man. Yeah. It's crazy. So,
but that's one of those things. Is like that's not my favorite design, right? But that's the best seller in the store. Yeah. But that's because there's a stigma to it. There's like a story behind it. So it's like, you know, for us, man, I'm still in the minors. Just like Bob said, bro. I'm trying to get called up to the majors, and like when I'm ready, like you know, when I get called up, like guns a-blazing, bro. I'm ready to go. Yeah. You know, it's like I'm. The way that I describe my life, man, I'm like a curbside prophet. I'm sitting on the corner just waiting for my rocket to come, bro. I'm just sitting there with my hands in my pocket, bro, just waiting for that rocket to show up so I can blast off with it, man.
Shout out Takeoff.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, for sure, bro.
You got the base, you got the holding structure, you got everything ready to take off.
Yeah.
You do.
I appreciate it, bro.
Store. Like all the aesthetics, the way everything looks, amazing.
Thank you, bro.
Amazing.
And you know, the thing is everyone's like, man, why don't you just go online? It's like, because I'm trying to reinvent the fucking wheel, bro.
Right.
Like,
Right.
let me reinvent the wheel. Let me try to make retail stores
Yeah.
cool again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing, bro. Like the podcast.
I hate shopping online.
Bro,
Me
you can't-
too, man.
The end game is the experience. That's kind of how I look at it. The experience, have it online. Yeah, we're going into augmented reality. We're going into virtual reality. We're in that era, and then we're seeing it right in real time. Got it? Yeah. But the experience when you're in the store, you can't experience that anywhere else, period. Especially with retail, selling, interactive retail is kind of how we coined it. And at the end of the day, people want to, when they want to shop, and they want to have a good time at a location. If you can do both things in one spot with one brick and mortar, dude, that's something that just isn't happening.
It's
Priceless. It really is. It's hard to put a value on that. And someone, like we talked about earlier, like it's about how you make someone feel. When they come in the store, we have all three of us, me, Jay, Tyrell, we have conversations with people. We talk, we get to the grassroots, find out why they're here, what they're doing in town. A lot of people they come to like Kentucky to see the Ark. There's an Ark down in Kentucky. People come down here for that. People come here for events at the aquarium. They come here for the convention center. They're here for so many reasons, and they stumble in the store. Yeah. They're out of Texas. They're out of Alabama. They're out of, they've been as far as Hawaii.
Yeah.
And we've had people like China. People have traveled here across the state, like waters, and end up at the store, and you're like, how did you even come here? But they get curious because they see the lights, they see the podcast, then they wander into the lab, and then their minds are like, whoa,
Right.
okay, what have I found? And where am I at again? I'm in Ohio. No, you're actually in Kentucky.
Right.
Yeah,
You're in
Kentucky.
Kentucky. That's where you're at. And then people,
Yeah.
then you get a geography lesson. A lot of people are like, wait. I'm by Ohio. Where am I at exactly? Because people don't even realize where we're at on the map.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned, which is almost the most crazy thing that I've learned doing this. Is
You
just
remember
like,
what was the first thing I said?
exactly. Yeah.
I had to ask my dad, where
Where
the
is
fuck is
Cincinnati?
Cincinnati?
Yeah. Like, where am I at right now?
I didn't even know. I did not know.
It is amazing. It's quite incredible when people come here from everywhere. Like we had these girls that were they were going into college, but they're all foreign exchange students, and they came through the store a few times,
Yeah.
and they're working on their English and whatever. But they were like, we've never seen anything like this anywhere. She's from Ireland, she's from Sweden. We're all here in the United States for like 6 months, and they
Yeah.
come to the store all the time,
Yeah.
and they're like, we've never seen anything like this. This is so cool. So we have to show everyone back home. So we're taking pictures. I'm like, that's cool, and they'd be coming over and over again.
Right.
They're coming from they're coming from a totally different world,
Yep.
totally different culture, lifestyle, but they come in here and they continue to. And now they're back in their respective countries, and they said goodbye. They came back to the store to say goodbye because it affected them that much.
Exactly.
And that, to me, that is priceless. That is something you cannot put a number on, because people are coming back here and it's being affected by the people and the environment and the culture and the hangout culture. We have a chair by the desk. You can sit there, you can talk, you can unload, de-stress, we'll hang out. What's going on with you, man? Like,
Yeah.
that's the
Oh,
point of
Lord,
the
that
chair.
happens.
It does, man. It's crazy. It
Yeah,
is.
for sure.
It's amazing the stories we hear the people are dealing with every single day,
Right.
and everything they're overcoming. And like, I love hearing about it. I have no problem. You sit at the desk, and it might be slow. And there may be nobody on the levee. Just sometimes on a Tuesday or Wednesday night, it's kind of slow. It is what it is. People come in and they just want to like relax, and that's the environment we're here. You don't have to buy anything.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about that, man. Just hang out, chill, relax. Let it out, and we'll talk it up.
Exactly.
And that is something that I really like appreciate for the culture we've built here, because it's like you can't find that anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't a skate park.
Yeah.
This is a retail space.
Right.
We are
Right.
selling clothing. It's brass tacks on that front.
A
Like
retail space for misfits, bro.
Exactly.
That's what it
The
is. They
misfits,
just come in
man.
here and you know,
Yeah.
it's like we don't expect people to buy stuff. It's like come in and have a good time if you want to go hang out in the lab. But like a lot of the times, like you said, bro, they just come sit down right on the chair and they start telling us their problems. And it's like, all right, here we go.
Yep.
Now I
You
gotta
hear it. Yeah, you hear it all.
But that's the thing, man. Is like I'm in my 40s, bro. So it's like I'm willing to fucking listen and if a 15-year-old kid's going through problems or a 25-year-old's going through problems, like I've been there.
Yeah, we hear it,
You know
man.
what I mean? Like I've been through it all, bro. So like we're here to talk to you, and like when these 12-year-olds do make the money, and they're gonna end up buying native instead of Nike, bro. And that's
You hear me?
and that's the
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
Right.
They're in there doing
Native.
TikToks right now, man. Like we see
Native
them
in the
doing
building.
TikToks all day. They come in here with their squads. There's like 3 or 4 of them. They have that phone down there, and then they go to work. And you can tell they take it seriously.
Yeah.
That TikTok is on point. I promise you. We watch it all day. I'm telling people do TikToks in that lab. Literally,
was nice.
It's seriously,
That room was
it is the real deal. People,
look.
I don't know where the videos are going, but they are putting them out there.
Man,
I
that shit
posted
dope.
that. Look,
It's dope.
look, I posted that room just to my private story.
Sure.
Everybody was like, "Where are you at?
Yeah.
What
bro.
is that? Is that the guy who painted his whole house like that?" I was like, no, "I'm at Native." Y'all
Yeah,
see?
give me 5 years, my whole house will look like that.
Right. Yeah. It's amazing. It's honestly fascinating to watch in real time because we are seeing these people that just, I don't know how they're figuring the room out. I don't know how they found us, but however they have, they're investing their time, their energy. They don't have to do that.
Right.
We're not asking anyone to do it. They may be not tagging us, and we can't find these videos, and it's okay. But at least they're out there. They're putting that energy into the world,
Yep.
and it's coming back some way.
Of course,
it's
of
coming
course.
back. Yeah.
I would say it like this: if you put good energy out, it doesn't. It's never an assignment of when it's going to come back to you. It's just going to come back.
Yeah,
for sure.
Organically. to you.
Organically.
Like all the work that either Dre put in, myself put in. I've never dreamed that I was going to be a chef. I used to be a music producer.
Oh,
I used to be.
Uh-oh.
I used to be
what a curveball you're
I used to
throwing
be
here.
I
Okay.
used to be an executive assistant. You know?
Okay, all right,
I used
yeah.
to be a marketing director for AT&T, and within the
Okay.
last 10 years, my life switched.
Sounds like-
because
yeah.
I opened up a small restaurant,
Okay.
met some good people, managed some good people, put me in a position to where I am now today. And AJ, gotta give you a shout out, AJ. I thank you so
AJ.
much because if it wasn't for that, I mean, he's the one who puts his belief. It's like a leader who says, you know what, you are good here, but go here.
Yeah.
I see you here.
Right.
That's awesome,
I
bro.
mean, so
Yeah.
the same thing with you guys. People are coming to your shop, and they might not post you. They might not say anything about it. But when people see it, they're going to see a Native hat in the background. People do their research.
Oh, yeah.
No, they do.
Like, hey,
For sure.
that's a nice hat. Native. Hey, that's a nice listen. Native. So, I mean, I get it, and I'm seeing so much. And today is the biggest eye-opener for me because I see the vision 10 times stronger than I saw it a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
That's
You know what I
awesome,
mean?
man.
I've seen the vision of his vision from day one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny. He was like, Bob, are you in? He got so excited, like, bro, I've been in.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know he was in, Bob.
Oh,
I'm here."
yeah.
But, like, I try to keep
That's
our-
because you believe in him.
Yes.
Yeah,
from
man.
the beginning, and when somebody tells me something, hey, Bob, I want to get you involved with something, I believe it, but it's cool.
Yeah.
But we talked, and it's never been a time where I felt that he was never going to accomplish what he was doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for somebody to put you in a position to be able to hone your own skills and tell you, go develop. Hey, go get your equipment. I picked out all my equipment today.
Hey.
I know what I want to say.
Christmas
I've been thinking about this
time.
shit.
Oh,
Look,
like,
I know what I
speak
want to
up,
say.
bro.
I've been thinking about this shit too.
Let's
Listen,
go.
this is some real shit.
Yeah.
I did all this shit on my own.
Hey.
Everybody was like, I even told them, I was like, nah, I don't need y'all to go negotiate for me.
None.
I didn't need no lawyer. I didn't do none of that. I did everything on my own. I did the research. I did the dialogue. I did everything by myself
Yeah,
because
bro.
I felt like the only way I was gonna respect it if I knew can't nobody put a stain on my name.
100%.
Yeah.
Can't nobody say, oh, well, shit, I did that for Dre.
Right.
No. I tell them, and these guys I love to death,
Mm-hmm.
but I pay motherfuckers to do shit, so I ain't got to do nothing.
Right.
I don't want to be the one that's working,
Right.
because I done sacrificed enough on that field.
Uh-huh.
You know 100%. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing was put guys that's smart, good on their toes, can, strategically think, like when in tough situation, know how to make the best decisions. You know what I'm saying? And put them in a situation because I know what this spot, I know how it could be
Oh, yeah.
by being a club and this and that. I know the negativity that it can bring.
Right.
But I needed people that
Positive people. in your
positive
life.
people
Yeah.
and people that can challenge themselves to be the best people that for the business.
Yeah, bro. And we were talking about that when we all ran to the bathroom. I got back here first, but I was like, bro, like the trio that you guys have is like,
Yeah.
it's perfect because you guys are gonna level each other up. You know what I mean? Like everyone believes in you, and Bob's got his talent, Scrap's got his talent, and you guys are just gonna rise that ship.
My
bro.
talent was at Magic City before I started this.
Hey,
But you know, I'm changing over now.
I'm here
it's
for
lit.
it, bro. I'm here for
It's
it,
lit.
man.
I'm just trying to change the law so we can have that here.
Yeah, man.
So Bob,
They ain't
what's
bringing magic here.
the thing that you're most excited for about opening up this club?
To bring something to the city.
Lounge. I call it a lounge because you guys are doing
Lounge, yes.
I mean, and respectfully, we're going to be a restaurant,
yeah.
but we're going to
That's
have
how it sounds to me. Yeah.
But we're going to have the entertainment factor to be able to bring another part of the nightlife to you on
Yeah.
the respectable days that where everybody wants to be out. So his vision is to make sure that we are providing the best service. We're getting a good experience, leaving memories,
Oh yeah.
and you're going to have good food, good culture, and we want everybody to be a part of what's going on. Whether you're top tier in the city, you're trying to make it, you're trying to accomplish something in your life, because there's no place in Houston you can go where you can be around the shakers and movers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Without being like, oh no, you can't be here.
Same
This-
thing in Chicago.
This-
It doesn't happen.
This city here, when I walk down the street, I feel like everybody doesn't have a chip on their shoulder. I feel that everybody's walking around like
Wants people to win, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, from the person I talk to at Starbucks, from the person that I talk to at Kroger's, it's like everybody. It's a different feel. It's Southern. I'm used to Southern. I like to wave and say hi to people. So that's new because everybody kind of like moves like New Yorkish kind of around here. You know, kind of not smile and stuff. And
Okay.
hey, a lady, we walked up the stairs today, and a little girl said hi, but her mom was like, "Don't talk to strangers."
Oh shit.
I'm not used to that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm used to riding, waving, and
Oh, yeah.
So I want to be able to change the culture and the outlook of what people feel like when they come to memories, because we're going to build a memory process there to
Yeah.
where you like, you know what? I'm so happy. Hi.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, how you doing? Oh, like this food was so delicious.
You want to meet
Like,
everybody.
I just want everybody to come and feel good and fulfill his dream of what he always seen for the city for the 10, 12 years that he's been here. You know
Right.
what I mean? From when he went
10-19.
out. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
time.
Oh, it's
Yep.
time? Yeah. Because I have to go personal chef for the kids.
Hey, that's all good, bro.
No, for sure.
So it's Memories Lounge Cincy on IG. Is that what it was?
Yes, sir.
And Bob, what's your contact info?
Right now it's dammit_Bobby_MG.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Is that
Damn it, Bobby. That's all right.
is that a reference to Bobby's World?
Kind of. And
Damn it,
also,
Bobby.
actually for King of the Hill, because it's Danny.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn it, Bobby.
So my,
I even said it with the King of the Hill accent. Thought it was Bobby's World, bro. That's
Yeah,
my
it's
bad.
Y'all see
Yeah.
how this shit just all well thought of?
I love it,
Everything.
bro.
Just
Yeah.
everything deeper than the surface, bro.
You
That's
guys,
what
you
it's
guys are gonna
about.
make waves, man. And in a week after you guys are open, we should get you guys back on and talk
Yeah,
about
let's
all
do
the drama that happened
Let's
and
do
how to figure it out, bro.
Yeah.
And anything you guys need on our end, bro.
Yes,
like whether it's clothes or like we were even talking about, we're gonna set up a podcast. Like, whether you want it or not, we're gonna do a podcast once a month
Yes, sir.
at the club.
Oh, that's dope.
On the
Yeah.
stage,
That's
and we're gonna
dope.
interview bartenders on the
Yes.
drama that happened that
Yeah.
month. Bro.
Dope.
I'm ready.
Right?
Oh,
That'd
I'm
be
ready.
fire.
Yeah.
Anything
get
we
it.
can do to help you out, bro.
No,
I
for sure.
appreciate you for being a part of this, and I'm glad that I can call you guys friends now. And I think that's gonna wrap
Same.
it up.
Yeah,
bro.
man. Who day?
Who day?
Who day?
Hey,
Who
listen,
day?
tell the Bengals. You remember that corner I was telling y'all about?
Yeah.
Listen, he's 6'2". He
6'2".
got dreads.
Got dreads. He
He got
fast.
swag. He still got it. Tell him to hit that boy up. That boy fire. Like,
Yeah.
he been working his ass off for sure.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go, man.
For sure. You heard it here
All right.
first. Let's go.
Thank you guys.
Bengals, let's
For
get
sure.
it. Yeah, man.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Dre, Bob, Scrap, and the whole crew.
Yeah,
Joey
man.
Cook. I appreciate you guys for being
Appreciate
a part
y'all
of this,
for
man.
being here, man. It's all
Um,
been great.
For sure. And what's your name?
I'm Tia.
I know you.
Yes, you do.
Holy fuck, man. So she you had cancer, right?
My sister
Your
did.
sister did. That's right. So I did we did a fashion show for her sister to
wow.
raise money a long time ago. And here's the crazy thing. So one of my eye surgeries landed on the same day that we had that fashion show.
Oh,
And I refused to do the surgery, and that eye surgeon banned me from his office because I wouldn't do the surgery. And so that's one of the main reasons why I'm still blind in my left eye, because that guy he had to do the second half of the surgery but canceled it because I didn't show up. So
that is wild. We
That's
just
crazy.
talked about that like a few weeks ago. Well, yeah, that's crazy.
How's your sister doing?
She's engaged.
Shut up.
So serious.
How old is she?
19.
19? What the fuck?
Wow.
Where's time going?
Dude,
God damn, that's
lady,
crazy.
you gotta live.
you gotta live.
Man. All right.
All right, bro.
I appreciate everybody
Yeah,
being
man.
a part of
Appreciate
it.
y'all.
Dre, everybody,
Yeah.
man, you guys are
Dre
so
Kirkpatrick,
awesome,
man.
bro.
Appreciate you being on, man.
You
Seriously.
guys are gonna have to
man,
finish
it's all
that
love,
tequila
Yeah,
before you
all
get
love,
out of here,
bro.
too.
All right, guys.
All right,
It's another
everybody.
episode of the PowWow.
Yeah, this is gonna wrap up another episode of the PowWow. If you want to be a part of it, comment below. If you want to talk to Dre,
Dre,
Bob,
you should
or
come on the
Scrap,
Sports
any
Talk
of them.
one day. I do a Sports Talk podcast. You come on and
Yeah,
talk with
we're-
us, bro.
Let's do it. I'm
That'd be
always
fun, man.
welcome,
Let's go.
Whatever
Let's
y'all
do it.
need,
We
whatever
got
Yes,
it.
y'all
sir.
need.
All right, guys.
We'll see you guys
Thank you,
next
guys.
week. We're out of here.
Later. Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it, man?